Hello. I don't know what happened there. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. How's it going? Happy Sunday. And look, all our spots on the overlay are filled again. Look at that. Hello. Welcome back. Where am I pointing? I think I'm pointing here.
Uh, no, other way.
Here?
Yep.
Okay. Welcome back, Lindsay. We're very glad to have you back again.
I lived.
So, for those of you watching, you can assume that potentially Sid may be showing up again.
Unless we
Which,
all die.
Given where
No,
things
he's just
ended
not
last week-
showing up. Like,
Yeah,
I'm just
I
here,
heard a
my
vibe.
character never, yeah.
Featured audience member.
I just want to watch you all die.
It's like when I came in on our Wednesday game as Henry, and I spent like a good 2/3 of the session just like sitting and watching.
Mood.
Yep.
Okay. Before we get started, Justin, do we have any channel announcements?
Yeah. So, you may see we are raising money for a new charity. That is the Trevor Project. We are doing that until August 12th. The link will be posted throughout the chat by a bot. Hopefully enough. Sometimes it doesn't post it at all, so...
Well, last week it was also still posting the Bail Fund project link.
Yep, I fixed that.
Okay.
Thankfully. Yep. The timer bot I fixed.
Mm.
But if you don't know what the Trevor Project is, it is a organization providing crisis intervention and suicide prevention services to the LGBTQ community under the age of 25. So we're raising money. We're helping raise money for the Trevor Project because they do a lot of good stuff. Specifically, raising money for the Trevor Project because a lot of shit going down in America and whatnot for the people in that community, and figured it might be a little good thing to do. And then going forward, we'll be focusing on trans-related and BIPOC-related charities going forward. Also, do you like tentacles, everybody? I like tentacles.
Why?
What a terrible fucking sentence, Justin.
Yeah, that was really bad. But
Love it.
Audio.
No, usually people don't get to hear Justin's segues. They're usually off stream,
yeah,
and maybe they should stay there.
they should. I'm just being attacked. So Sundays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, when Descent into Avernus ends, we're gonna start playing Call of Cthulhu, and I am very excited to kill people with tentacles and other nastiness. So that'll be Sundays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and come watch people play really interestingly great characters that I don't want to kill, but I also want to kill very badly, if that makes sense.
The struggle of being a DM.
Yeah, and Call of Cthulhu, you can just die so easily. It's gonna be really exciting. I'm so excited. Kirkland has possibly my favorite character so far, so I'm really excited. What else? Oh, podcast. We have a podcast up on iTunes, Spotify, and Podbean. Just search up Mimics and Monstrosities and you'll find our little home on the podcast interwebs. I have updated the podcast with episode 66 of Beneath the Tide and episode 7 of Legends of Wild Mount. And we also have a new episode of Demystifying DMing up there, all about knowing thy magic.
Yeah, well, it's less new. I think that's like a month old now, but
Yes.
it's the newest one. We're working on another one. I at some point had an idea, some grandiose idea. Those are going to be a once a week thing. I don't know what I was thinking. Doing my best.
The world is on fire.
Yeah, it is. How about yours?
Also on fire.
Well, is that the way you like it?
Our house. In the middle of the street.
Hard
I'm
right turn.
uncomfortable with the energy we've created in the studio today.
I thought we were doing coffee commercials.
I was doing All Star. The
Oh.
world's on fire. How about
Oh, that's
yours?
right. Well,
I'm gonna stop singing before I get copywritten.
that's it for announcements.
All right. We're doing great, everybody.
Yes.
So, a little bit of recap. So, last week, our disaster siblings, well, 3 of the 4, well, technically there's a lot of disaster siblings, but we're not going to get into that. 3 of our disaster siblings continued on their journey southward towards what is basically Hannibal's vacation.
Yes.
I pointed out at some point because everyone's been talking about like each person getting their own vacation, and then Justin's like, "What about Hannibal's vacation is going to be?" I'm like, this entire trip, you're going south to try and meet Triton. He's like, "Oh yeah." So you're heading south to go meet Triton. You started things off by robbing a holy site, basically a morgue. Drusilla, specifically Drusilla.
Not on purpose. Let's
Well,
clarify.
you robbed them on purpose. You just didn't know what it was, to be fair.
Yeah.
There was a good chunk of time at the beginning there where the party was convinced that they were going to get, like, snatched by a cult or something. And it turned out to be just one of the most normal towns they've passed through. Just everyone was just trying to go about their lives and do their business. So they just kind of hung out. Drusilla commissioned some swords bought some swords for their new friend. Hannibal went and did some shopping and got a talking to from the sheriff about how we talk to strangers' children. And Ilvem went and fleeced an old man at chess.
Yeah.
They managed to, though feeling kind when they saw that this old man actually did care about his horses, they decided to pay him for his trouble in exchange for the horse. Still took it though, and brought it back to camp. The party had just made a considerable amount of money giving elephant rides. With Xanorn having run that, they upped their prices, and it seemed to have worked. This also seemed to be a bit more of a prosperous town that could afford more expensive elephant rides. And after that, they decided to, move things along. Oh, at some point in there, after buying the horse, Ilvem went and continued down the road and visited the mysterious pink cow that had been the talk of the entire town because its milk tastes like strawberries. Not like just like strawberry flavored milk, like it legitimately tastes just like a strawberry, like you just took a bite out of a strawberry. So Ilvem spent 40 gold buying bottles of milk.
I swindled and got it for 30.
Oh, that's right. You did.
Recall.
That's right. You did. You did spend less money. Okay. 30 gold. Totally totally better. Spent 30 gold on 4 bottles of milk. And brought them back to the party. Everyone continued southward, which brought them past the farm and found a spot to make camp in the woods. Drusilla found a great spot, but then identified that it was not a great spot because this very mysterious circular clearing in the woods with a large standing rock in the middle was easily identifiable for her as a Fae meeting place, where Fae tend to come out and hang out there on a full moon. And given the stories of the cow suddenly turning pink after it wandered into the woods on a full moon, she kind of connected the dots that this is probably fairies probably did this. Fairies probably did this. There's probably a reason this cow is pink, and the answer is fairies. Which meant that was a terrible place to go make camp, just in case something weird happened. In order to try and figure out if it was a full moon, Ilvem flew straight up into the air, having borrowed Hannibal's ring. Made it 600 feet up, was nowhere near the cloud layer because it was thunderstorming at the time. But did manage to see a large ship floating in the air over in the direction of the dairy farm, illuminated by a flash of lightning that was gone by the next flash of lightning. After crashing back down to the ground in a fiery, explodey descent, they informed the rest of the other 2 siblings, and they all decided that, yeah, we should probably go check on that. So they went over to the farm and found the farmer being forced to open the barn at sword point by some sort of undead-looking person with 8 gnoll witherlings gathered around for intimidation factor. This entity, creature, whatever, introduced himself as Cull, the lead, one of the main servants of someone known as Kilkris the Collector. And at which point he leaned forward and sniffed the air in their direction and said, "I smell Gith on you." Discovered they were half Gith and said, "Well, that's very interesting," and then ordered the gnolls to collect them, which is where we're starting things off. So, can I have everybody roll for initiative while we jump over to Sid?
Oh boy.
So, hey, welcome back.
Hey, how's it
Sid.
going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, that's rancid.
Hang on to those initiative numbers for everybody. So, Sid has been having the opposite of a stressful time. Pretty relaxed, hanging out, spending time at the temple, doing some training. Shahila's been training you and told you that basically, like, they've got, like, the temple has got scrying capability, and Drusilla gave permission for Shahila to do scrying, so it was like, if you, like, at any point, they can just, like, check on your siblings if you need to go back to find out where they are and send you on your merry way. It's the middle of the night, one night, or it's not even the middle of the night, probably like you've gone to bed, you're laying in bed trying to fall asleep. You can hear distant thunder on the horizon. The rain hasn't quite reached this far north yet. And you know those dreams where you're falling asleep and it's like you can feel yourself falling asleep and you're kind of in that half asleep state, and then like your foot slips out from underneath you or something and it feels like you're falling and you like suddenly like wake up. You have like an extended version of one of those. Like as you're falling asleep, you start to you hear the distant rumbling of thunder and it seems to get like louder and louder and louder, and you have a dream of your point of view moving through the woods, crashing through the trees with thunder and lightning flashing above you, rain pattering down around you, heavy rainfall, and looking around you, you see your three siblings all running through the rain, weapons out, intense look in their eyes, and looking like they are getting up to some trouble, right when a peal of thunder suddenly jerks you awake. And as you wake up, you see the slightest amount of light coming from the silver flame holy symbol that you had obtained in your time here.
Oh shit.
And that felt
Okay.
very, very real.
All right. Well, then I'm going to immediately get out of bed,
Mm-hmm.
grab my holy symbol, grab all my stuff, and go find Shayla.
Okay. You managed to find her. You're not sure if she sleeps, actually. You can pretty much always find her either working or moving around, but she's always easy to find. You managed to find her as she's going from one place to another, moving down a hallway, and she sees you coming towards her and says, "You're up awfully late and look like you're in a hurry. Is everything all right?"
I've been called. I need to go to my siblings ASAP.
All right. This way. And she begins leading you through a hallway, deeper into the temple, up onto one of the upper floors. Not a far walk. You come into a room or you come up to a set of very heavy double doors that she just kind of like waves a hand at, and there's just a slight silver light that emanates kind of up the crack in the middle and then just diffuses outward from there, and they swing open. And as you walk in, you can see a decent-sized room, maybe like 30 feet wide by 40 feet deep, with an arched ceiling and pillars supporting it at intervals, and spread out throughout the room you can see what look like about chest-height stone basins, all filled with water, and various silver flame acolytes and robed individual and priests standing around at these pools, moving back and forth. You can see places where there are plenty of desks and places to keep records and everything, but there are each of these most of the pools appear to be emanating some kind of light out of them. Shahila takes you over to one of those and manages to find one of the acolytes that you've probably seen around that helps out Shahila pretty frequently. And she says, we need to immediately see the person in question that I spoke to you of. It's very important. And the acolyte says, yes, right away, Harold. Yes, of course. And turns over to the pool and begins waving his hands over the water and muttering an incantation under his breath. And as he does, the surface of the water begins to slightly ripple and glow, and the reflection in it sort of fades and shifts over to the pretty much the exact one of very similar to what you saw in your dream. Dark, stormy woods, and it's centered on Drusilla. You can see it's pretty much almost like a spotlight directly on Drusilla. Like you can occasionally see Ilvim or Hannibal kind of move in and out of the very edges of the vision, but the radius pretty much is centered on Drusilla, running through the woods, and you can see the group of them start to like reach the edge of a tree line and start running in a direction. It's pretty much directly from above, so you can't see terribly much of their surroundings. But the acolyte who's doing the scrying turns to Shahila and says, I can tell you where they are." And then Shahila turns to you and says, "All right, well then, it seems that this is urgent, so I suppose this is goodbye for now."
For now. I'll be back.
All right. All I will say is hold your siblings in your mind, and you will see them soon. And she says, "I apologize that this goodbye could not be longer, but I understand you need to go."
It's all right. We'll see each other again.
And she takes her hands, she kind of clasps them under her chin and closes her eyes for a second. You see her focusing intently. And as she does, a dull silver glow begins to emanate from inside where her hands are clasped and begins to brighten and grow until the light is kind of poking out from between her fingers. And when she brings her hands away, you can see a mote of silver fire held between her hands. And she takes it, transfers it over into one hand, and then says, "Think of your siblings and run fast." And she places a hand on your shoulder, and you can feel just the same sense of warmth that you felt when you communed with the silver flame with your time here. That feeling of not a physical warmth, but the like emotional feeling of like warmth and comfort kind of seep into your shoulder and kind of spread throughout the rest of you. But then it's immediately followed by a much more physical feeling of energy and like every sugar high, caffeine high, like jittery amount of energy you ever felt all just like comes crashing together in one moment. And like you feel yourself like almost shaking with energy, and the room around you kind of almost begins to fade as you get basically tunnel vision. And Shahila says, like Shahila's voice kind of like echoing as if from a distance, she says, "Run fast." And
I run fast.
As you turn to leave the room, you see it's like you take 2 steps and you're in the city of Pyre. You take another 2 steps and you're in the woods. It's almost like when you were using the map you used to get back, that Hannibal and Drusilla had to get back from your enclave. But it's not necessarily that sense of like every couple steps is just a sudden rushing. It's like you are running like the wind and just speeding along this path south along the road, covering miles in seconds. And based on the
full anime run, arms behind the back.
Oh, of course.
It is more aerodynamic to run like that. Just saying, science is proven.
Based on the stories you read and experienced about the Silver Flame while you were here, this seems to be the blessing of Silverwind, the first Tabaxi Tetrarch of the Arclight Covenant. And you are on your way. So everybody else, what do we get for initiative?
13.
I should not have asked that generally. Hold on.
Okay.
I'll ask specifics in a second. Actually, only Hannibal answered, so.
Yep.
I just knew that you were gonna need a second. I felt it in my blood.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'll just kill myself. It's fine.
So
Oh.
while
Oh
we're
my
waiting,
god, I just saw your name.
while we're waiting,
So
did
mad.
anybody else feel the sexual tension between Sid and his new teacher? Like,
Oh
when
god,
is
yeah,
Sid gonna stop
100%.
fucking his teachers?
What do you think the training was?
When will he learn?
Sid's not into that.
Into learning? Or
No, into Shayla specifically.
oh.
She's not his type.
What?
Okay.
Afraid of powerful women, I see.
Ilvam, what'd you get?
19.
Nice. Drusilla?
18.
Nice.
Okay. And why don't we have Sid roll for initiative as well?
Let's go. That was almost a 1. Thankfully, it wasn't.
It was...
That is a 16.
It was
Man,
very different than a 1. Okay. All right.
That like sat on a 1 for like the hottest of seconds.
Hmm.
And I was like, not like this.
don't worry. You guys are
Oh, he
gonna love my
chomped.
backup character.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not true. I know your backup character, and I don't love him.
He's a delightful little friend, but we already have a delightful friend.
Goose,
So-
baby.
Just to recap real quick, you have one undead person
Right.
who is hanging out, who is basically in the middle of this group of gnoll witherlings, these undead-looking gnoll skeletons, of which there are 8 standing around. And we are going to start with Ilvam.
Great. I'm gonna let off 2 Eldritch Blasts at 2 different gnolls, going for headshots.
Okay, roll them.
I want them dead.
Yes, you do.
Okay, they're both a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, the lower one is an unnatural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. So the first gnoll is gonna take a lot of damage, 12 points of force damage.
Okay.
And the second gnoll is going to take 8 points of force damage.
All right. So you send out. So Ilvam sends off these 2 Eldritch Blasts that goes streaking through the darkness at these 2 different gnolls. One slams into the first gnoll and just pulverizes its skull. It is just dust. And you can see it just slump to its knees and then fall over, its bones just like spreading apart. The magic holding them together is just gone. And the other one gets struck in the head. Its head kind of like snaps back, but then it comes forward again and it does not fall.
Great. And then I'm going to draw my rapier.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is the undead guy?
From you, he's about 40 feet away.
Okay, I am going to just be like, try it, bitch, and then move 30 feet closer to him.
Okay, so you're basically moving inside the circle of gnolls, probably going straight through the gap of the one you just obliterated.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are there. All right, that'll bring us to Drew.
All right. Everyone within 30 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just gonna pop off a bear spirit totem. Give everyone 10 temporary hit points. Goose, stop.
I already have temporary hit points because I put up an Armor of Agathis before we got here.
You just take the higher amount.
Okay, they're both 10.
Oh, then
So,
you're just not sufficient.
so the armor
So I'm
of
just-
temp would go away, I
I'm
think.
just chilling.
Right?
You're
I don't
just
know.
chilling. Well, Hannibal and Xanord get 10 temporary hit points then.
Cool
Okay.
beans.
And everyone gets advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
I'm really upset I left Moloch behind.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna turn into a wolf and get ready to chomp.
Hell yeah.
And
Wolf Drew.
fucking sprint towards the Cull.
Okay.
Just get ready to chomp.
All right. What's the movement speed on a wolf?
40 feet.
Okay, so you can get right up to him then.
Oh, hell yeah. Chomp, chomp, bitch.
Okay. That'll bring us to Cull.
Yeah, of course.
So you get right up to him, and as he looks down
Here we go.
as he looks down at you and Ilvem charging up to him, he just says, "Very well then." And he kind of like there's a motion kind of like adjusting his forearm, and you can and kind of rolling his shoulders back, and as he does, the armor he's wearing seems to like expand and grow as the metal plates covering, which were fairly sparse to begin with, expand to cover more of his body, and it seems like the armor goes from a lighter armor and expands up into basically full plate armor as a helmet just kind of grows up over his face.
I want that.
And then that takes his action, and then as a bonus action, he takes the sword he is wielding and kind of just like flips it once, and as he does, it ignites with fire, illuminating the whole area for about 40 feet.
Ha!
But that is his
Shit.
entire turn, because that was his action and bonus action, so that'll bring us to Hannibal.
Hannibal
Mm-hmm.
is going to throw a fire bolt at him.
Okay.
No, I'm not. That's rancid. That's an 8 to hit.
That does not hit. It's like his armor finishes like coming up and coalescing around him, and just in time for him to just like dodge out of the way of your firebolt that just flies right over his shoulder.
All right, I'll just run up and join my siblings. Or yeah,
Okay.
run up 30 feet.
So run up 30 feet into the circle. Okay. So you and them are basically right next to each other. All right.
Yeah.
That'll bring us to the Knolls. So there are 7 of those left. So it's gonna be
They ain't shit.
2 on each of you, and then one's gonna turn and run out towards Xanorn, who is still outside the circle.
Meh.
So
Smart.
let's go. All right. Each of you is getting, because they have 2 attacks, 4 attacks each.
We maybe should have like taken a couple more of them out before we got into his face.
Nah.
So they basically just all kind of come up and cluster around you. So that'll make
No one ever
it,
said we were smart.
You're nothing. You're shit.
so that is going to be 1 attack, 2 attacks against Ilvem. So first one, 14.
Does not hit.
Okay, second one, 18.
Hits.
All right, that is the club. So it goes to snap at you with the bite, misses, takes this just spiked-looking, very crude club, and just swings it at you. Manages to clip you on the shoulder for a grand total of 3 bludgeoning damage.
Right, it's gonna take 10 cold damage.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's the one that, that's probably the one that you also attacked already. So it swings at you, and as it does, frost just kind of rapidly like moves up the club and freezes it up into its arm, and just crystals of ice just spread throughout its body, freezing it in place until it just cracks and shatters to pieces and is gone. The second one that is not going to learn its lesson, that is a 20 to hit with the bite.
That is going to hit.
Okay. For 4 points of piercing damage and
Okay.
10 damage to that one.
Yeah.
Okay. That one looks like it's not doing great. And then the club is a 13 to hit, so a miss.
Misses. Yeah.
So you take you're pretty much feeling okay because the armor of Agathis is absorbed.
I
Pretty much
still
all
have
of this.
it's still up.
Yep. So yeah, you took like a club to the back, and it was like kind of like pushed you forward a little bit, but like a chunk of ice got basically chipped off, and then this thing came up and bit onto you, and like armor of Agathis just basically just moved a big chunk of ice up over your neck as it tried to come in for it, and just like the teeth just stopped before hitting you, and it pulled back as its head just got like filled with ice shards.
Love it. Love this
Then there'll
spell.
be 2 against Hannibal.
Bring it. I am invincible.
19 to hit
That definitely hits.
for 4 points of piercing damage.
All right.
21 to hit
Oof.
Yep.
for 6 points of piercing damage.
No more temporary hit points.
All right, so that was the first one. I managed to hit you with, or bite you, and then hit you with the club. Second one.
You're nothing.
That is a 6 to hit.
Nope.
Misses with the bite, and then comes in with a 21 for the club.
Yep.
For 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Whatever. I'm fine.
And then Wolf Drew, 4 attacks. Starting off with a crit. Okay.
Woo!
So
Bye bye wolf
luckily-
form.
This feels like discrimination against me personally.
that's 7 points of piercing damage.
This is a hate crime.
So this basically, like, Drew, you come up and you're running. You kind of like run around towards Cull, and you're coming up towards him. As you're reaching him, this gnoll also drops to all fours and runs at you and like leaps forward, mouth
Hell yeah.
first, and just basically like
Oh,
catches you like teeth to neck, and just like the two of you topple over. And as it comes up, it's gonna swing at you with the club again,
Hell yeah.
but for a 9. So you roll to your feet, like dust from the dirt path that you're standing on kind of gets kicked up before immediately getting wetted down by the rain, and then it swings over you. You manage to just duck directly underneath it. Then the second one's going to run up and try and bite. Also,
Another
that's
nat
a
20.
dirty 20 to hit
Yeah, alright, cool.
for 6 damage to
Love
wolf
that.
form.
We're gonna die.
Yeah, I'm back to Drew now.
Okay. And the second attack is another dirty 20.
Again,
For-
this is a hate crime against me personally.
Yeah, it's
Man.
good to know the misogyny is alive and well.
Yeah, like fuck.
6 Drew damage.
Oh, amazing.
Okay.
Here comes
and then the one-
CPK.
And then the one who's fighting Xanorn
Ah.
gets a 22 to hit Xanorn.
Ooh, Xanorn, please don't
Xanorn!
die, buddy. I just got you a horse. But
Don't
also,
worry.
if
I
you
just got him
If
weapons.
Xanorn dies, I'll animate his corpse.
No, you will not.
I don't have those capabilities yet.
Xanorn gets bit, and then it misses with the club. All right. That is going to bring us to Xanorn's turn.
Yeah.
Fuck it
Come
up.
on,
Xanorn.
bless.
So,
Fuck it up.
yeah, he's got his the short sword and the scimitar drawn, that Drew gave him. He's going to decide not to attack with that though, and he's going to give a bless.
He's gonna attack.
Hashtag blessed.
He's gonna attack us instead.
Yep.
Pop.
Now's the time. He was just
The long
waiting.
game.
Yep. Not even
Play
that
the
long.
Kong.
Honestly, you've all been asleep multiple times around him. I don't know why. This is the time. So yeah, 3 creatures. So basically everybody but him gets bless, which is a D4
Excellent.
to all attack rolls and saving throws.
Hell yeah. I'm still gonna miss.
Right, and that'll bring us back at the top of the order with Ilvan.
Great. How many Knoll things are around me? Is it just the one now?
Just the one that is looking very badly injured.
Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna take the opportunity to attack if it decides to attack. Yeah. And I'm gonna move closer to Cull.
Okay, it will attack with the club.
And die.
22 to hit. Wow, they're rolling good.
Will hit.
For 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's the exact amount of armor of Agathis I had.
And it's dead.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it like swings and like catches the last of the armor of Agathis, like the ice basically like all moves across, like melts and then moves across your body to all concentrate on the point of impact before shattering off. Like shatters and breaks off into pieces in slow motion, stops in the air, and then all the shards turn and then just fly into its body and just obliterate it.
A huge fan of that. And then I'm going to bonus action Hex our good friend Cull.
Okay.
Does he look like he is a beefy boy or a dexterous boy?
It's
Looking
kind
at
of
his
hard.
physicality.
It's kind of hard to tell, honestly. He looks like, especially with all the armor he's wearing. But granted, he did just switch to full plate armor, so he's probably not able to use too much dexiness while wearing that. So,
Okay. Then it's gonna be for strength checks.
Okay.
And then for my action, as I'm running up to him to get into combat, I'm going to invoke the name of Suriel and cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. So that
Hell
is
yeah.
a dex save.
Yeah.
All right. Natural 20. Okay.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Fuck your god."
Yeah.
So yeah, he just like sees you coming, and then just like you can see that as he's watching you, you can see you've managed to draw his attention, but at the last second, his eyes just like dart upward, and he dodges to the side as the clouds part slightly up above, and just this beam of light comes down from above and sears the ground. A little bit of a sizzle as the wet ground there gets heated up by the sacred flame, but then he just kind of steps back into place.
Then I'll just like be there and ready to fight.
Okay. That will bring us to Drew.
Okay, so you said plate armor. Is it metal?
You can't really tell necessarily.
Damn it.
It's hard to say, especially since it like moved and grew. You're not sure what the deal is with that.
Again, this is discrimination against me personally. Well, I guess. You know what? I can do shit too. I'm gonna also cast Flame Blade.
Okay.
So I assume that's what
Ooh.
he's doing.
Fun.
It doesn't look like it actually. It looks like his sword is just a flaming sword.
I want it.
How I can do
I
something
use
like that
swords.
I can trade in swords if I want to. I have proficiency
Alright.
in swords.
I can steal your sword
So-
if I want to.
too. Cast Flame Blade, and then I guess give him a little. Yeah. What's the Flame Blade?
Okay.
Which is a math. It's too early for this shit. For a 22 to hit.
That does hit.
Oh,
I
jeez.
sure hope so. 4, 3, 12, 13, 15 fire damage.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Metal.
So yeah, you run your hand up your staff, and a giant flaming blade comes out the top of it. Grab it in two hands, and swing it down at him. It sizzles and pops in the rain as the raindrops are hitting it, and just cleave it right across his front, and just leaves like a orange score across his armor, glowing before once again the rain comes down and sizzles it back down to a cooler dark color that it originally was, and he kind of stumbles back for a second and then glares directly at you. Anything else?
Bring it. No. Just
All
close
right.
enough in front of Hannibal if she can.
Okay.
Getting
Hannibal,
between
yes.
Cull and Hannibal.
Hannibal is still 10 feet away, so you can move over to stand basically. So you can basically be standing right next to Ilvem. Although, oh no, you're basically already there, because I was gonna say you also have the two Knoll Witherlings on you that you would take a tax opportunity from. Okay, that'll make it his turn. Yeah, that hurt, and he seemed something about that seemed to especially piss him off. So, he is going to make 2 attacks with that sword against Drew.
Ruh-roh.
I want
I'm
that
in
fucking
danger.
sword.
First one's a 9,
Oh, they're gonna
Ooh, boy,
Nice,
that's
nice.
it.
miss. Second one's a 21.
Nice.
Okay.
just hits.
Yikes.
Would you
Barely,
believe
just barely.
it just hits?
So, you're gonna take 9 points of slashing damage
I feel an and coming.
and 7 points of fire damage.
There it is.
Flame
Oh.
tongue.
There it is. Owie.
Mm-hmm.
Owie.
I want it so
Ilvem, you can have the fire sword if I can have your rapier.
I'm fine with that.
Fuck yeah.
All right, and that is his turn.
Owie.
All right, that is his turn. At the end of his turn,
Yeah.
what's everyone's passive perceptions?
Not great.
12.
17.
13.
Okay,
Low wisdom.
Drusilla, you are right up. Somehow, you being the one that's like right up here in his face, getting a sword swung at you, you're the one that notices, like, a flash, a streak of silver, like come up the road, like coming down the road, turn at like the path that leads up to the farm, and stop at the edge of the circle, pretty much like right behind the circle of gnolls. Sid, you see your siblings. As Sid just kind of like runs like the flash up to the like up to here and just kind of like stops. There's just like this flash of silver as this, you can see that Sid was basically sheathed in silver light that just kind of disperses when he stops and is just standing here. You're standing here and like you were pretty much like warm and dry, and like as soon as you stop, like you actually feel the rain just land on you and just like see you 5 gnoll skeletons surrounding your siblings. Drew and Ilvem are standing near this barn where a farmer is, by the way, cowering against the barn door, with some armored individual with a flaming sword and some new guy out in off to one side with 2 swords fighting a gnoll. And basically you arrive at the end of your turn, so that is what you see. And Drusilla is the only one that notices.
Sick. I imagine it's like that meme with like the red eyes and just doosh, doosh, doosh.
Refrigerator noises. No?
Okay. Making it Hannibal's turn.
These gnolls ain't shit, and I'm gonna just get up as close as I can to Cull.
Okay, so that'll be 2 attacks of opportunity from
Yeah,
the ones
whatever.
that are
Bring it.
Next
I
to
am
you.
tank.
Animals have to go down.
17.
Hits.
Okay. 4 points of bludgeoning
Yeah,
damage.
I'm fine, you guys. It's fine.
Oh my
And
God.
19.
That just hits.
For 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I like how mage armor does not help me in the slightest.
a little bit.
Alright. I'm gonna get up to the face of this smelly asshole
Okay.
and say, I don't like you and I don't like your face. And I'm gonna conjure this like purple spike of psychic energy and slam it into his head. He needs to make a intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, okay.
As I
What spell is
cast
this?
Mind Sliver.
Nice.
That fucked me up.
All right.
And probably succeed.
Intelligence saving throw. Got a 5.
That's a fail. So that is
Love Mind Style.
4 psychic damage.
Seems like that didn't hurt as much as it should have.
Yeah, probably not. And before the end of its next turn, must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from a save.
Okay.
So next time it makes a saving throw, it has to take a d4 from it.
Okay.
Nice.
And then bonus action, because that was a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it's not. Yes, it is. Haha. I'm going to cast... I think I can cast a spell if it's a bonus action? Or no?
If the spell is a bonus action, then yeah.
Cool. I'm going to cast Healing Word on Drew.
Oh, yeah.
At first level.
Be blessed.
And that is 5 points of healing.
But it puts me back up over half.
And
Oh, real quick, Drew, did you make a concentration check for Flame Blade? Flame Blade.
And 19.
It's okay.
You're good.
Alright, yeah, so that's my turn.
Okay. Hannibal. Knowles. We got 5 left.
And they're not regular.
They are not.
Not regular gnolls.
Hannah
Um,
Swole, more like Hannah Knoll.
So one of Hannibal's Knowles.
That's
runs,
it. I'm gone.
Sid just leaves.
Can't work under these
around.
conditions.
Just never mind. Y'all can die.
You know what?
One of
Actually, these aren't my siblings.
one of Hannibal's Knowles is going to turn and come towards the newcomer.
Hey.
Like, huh? And
Hello.
no, not starting this again. And then one's gonna stay on Xanor, and one's gonna go to Hannibal, one's gonna get Elva, and one's gonna go to Drew. So
home
everyone's got a knoll.
You
Great,
get a
love that
knoll,
press.
and you get a knoll, and you get a knoll.
See, yeah, Kilkris the Collector is actually Oprah. All right, Ilvem, 15 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Must be
Second
nice.
one, 12.
That one also doesn't hit.
Okay, Drew.
If I didn't have mage armor on, a 12 would hit
8.
me.
8 does
Yep.
not hit.
21.
Ouch. It barely hits.
3 points of bludgeoning damage as one clubs you.
I feel that.
Hannibal,
Right.
natural 20.
I hope so.
Hannibal.
Stop. Natural one.
It is. It is. It is.
I blame Kirkland.
Oh my god, stop.
Yes!
It is a natural 20.
Cease.
Stop manifesting
Oh,
this.
that's so funny.
The law
8
of
points
attraction is.
of piercing damage.
I'm fine. That's funny.
Second
I hate
attack.
this.
Natural
I
20.
hate this. No!
Stop.
Shut the fuck
Stop
up!
manifesting. It's a nat one.
Stop!
It's a 7.
Okay. Just hits.
Yep. Against Xanorn.
Oh,
It's a 16,
funny
which
shit.
hits.
Oh,
So
That's
Xanorn's
funny.
taking
Just cackling away.
that much damage. And then the second attack also hits. Xanorn does not have armor for that much damage. Okay, and Xanorn needs to make 2 concentration checks on Bless, which made, and that one might fail.
Also, I got
Yep.
a 21 on flame blade check from the
Okay,
null
good.
hit.
No more
Uh,
less.
Bless ends. Yeah, you got an
Oh,
8.
fuck.
I
You got
mean,
an
I
8
get
on
to
that
use
concentration
it.
check.
Yeah, see. Oh,
And,
joy.
Oh, and then 2 against Sid. Sid, you just like show up, and this knoll is already in your face, biting at you and swinging a club.
Regular.
cool.
No.
14
That'll miss.
and a 18.
That'll hit.
Okay. 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh boy.
Been a few days since you took damage.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
Just a little bit. Just a few days.
Yeah. So the rest now, Ilvim and Hannibal, your attention is drawn as one of the gnolls like that would have been coming towards you peels off and goes like further away, still within the radius of light produced by Cull's sword. And yeah, you see Sid standing there, dodge a bite, and then just kind of get bapped by a club.
Oh, hi, Sid.
Oh, you see
And
him
as-
too. Oh, okay.
No, I don't, actually.
What is
Alright.
going on?
Knolls.
Yeah, I figured, but like, what else?
Cows.
We'll explain later.
Please just punch something.
Okay.
Please help. We're dying.
No, we're fine.
Okay. All right, so that'll bring us to Xanorn's turn. Xanorn is gonna. Xanorn's got this one knoll on him, so he's gonna just take his 2 swords and very artfully spin them around and swing them both at this knoll.
Excellent.
Does it? Yeah, I think that hits. These things have such a low armor class. Yeah, that hits,
I know that feeling.
and that also hits. And he's gonna do that thing too.
That thing.
That thing.
You know the thing.
He's gonna
Oh,
cast
yeah.
Fireball on us.
All right, so
At
he
7th
just
level.
he kind of like just spins around and swings his both of his swords like parallel to each other, just straight through this thing's midsection, and cuts it right in half.
Shit.
That's what
Love
felling
Get.
one.
That's what you
And-
get.
Is gonna he keeps his blades spinning and then steps up behind the one that is attacking Hannibal.
Haha.
All right, bring us back to the top with Ilvim.
Great. I have something I would like to do.
Okay, that makes sense. It is your turn.
That exactly. So the thing I would like to do is at like the wrist joint of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to whack it real hard, and try to force him to drop his sword.
Okay. Basically, so you're trying to disarm him.
Yeah,
Okay. Make me an athletics check.
gladly. And I have advantage on strength checks because of bear totem. Yeah. Okay.
And he has disadvantage because of Hex.
Because of hex. What's my
Fuck it
athletics
up.
score? Okay, I got a 17.
You got a 10.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you take your sword and just like swing it around and just smack him right on the wrist. It doesn't get through the armor, but it does get him to let
Yeah.
go, and his sword just goes falling and clattering to the ground.
Can I free action snatch it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna snatch it.
Okay.
Can I do it really cool though?
Sure.
Like, so here's what I'm thinking. The smack goes well. He drops the sword. As soon as the sword is like falling, I'm gonna just like launch the rapier towards Hannibal, hoping he'll catch it because he said he wanted it, and then like just snatch like lightning quick, like whap, snatch.
Okay, yeah. So basically you smack him on the hand, and you just like as soon as you see him letting go of his sword, you just let go of yours and just let it like bounce off his wrist in the direction of Hannibal, and then like reach down and catch the sword by the handle before it even has a chance to fall.
Yeah.
As soon as it lands in your hand, the flames go away.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just threw a rapier at Hannibal.
What?
What I mean.
Stop.
Hannibal, make a dexterity saving throw.
13.
You catch it.
Hell yeah! Adding a rapier to rapier
Okay.
to my equipment.
All right, and that will
Oh,
make
I'm not
it.
proficient in a rapier. Oh well, whatever. Bring it.
Anything else of them?
Bonus action, inspire Drew.
All right.
Light him up.
That'll make it Drusilla's turn.
I am gonna do that and give him a jab with Flame Blade.
Okay.
Ilza, you
Oh,
might
yeah,
need to
boy.
train me how to use this.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, dokie. For another 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Hell yeah.
And don't
Hell
forget,
yeah.
my d6s can be added to damage. Because I feel like I inspire you all a lot, and y'all never use it.
You know what? Just for the sake of it, let's add the d6 to damage. Just hell yeah.
Okay.
It was a 1, by the way, so
Okay.
thanks, Ilham.
Okay.
Hey, that's more damage than it would have been.
17 fire.
Ooh, nice.
What if he only had 16 health left,
Yeah.
I would have killed him
That's
anyways.
Okay, I don't want to talk about it. I can't do math.
What if he had 17 hit points?
Exactly.
And I
That's what
would've killed
meant
him.
to say.
That looked like it. Yeah, that hurts. Okay. That'll make it his turn.
Hey, ugly. Your mama
That's
smells of hamsters.
unnecessary.
Yeah, he's gonna.
You
Ugly.
smell.
Yeah, he's gonna basically just like he lets go of the sword and then just like shakes out his hand and then clenches his fists together, and he's gonna just send out a jab, one at Ilvem and then one at Drusilla.
Ha!
They seem to be making him very upset.
Aha.
Ilvem, that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit. I'm willing to take that.
Drusilla, that's a 12.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Is Hex concentration? I should know that. I use it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
9 points of bludgeoning damage
Ugh.
Hey.
as he steps in. Just
With an unarmed strike.
uh-huh.
Duh. Duh.
What's 36 minus 9?
27.
27.
Thank you.
Math teacher.
And that'll be the end of his turn.
Making
it. For the first time in a long time, Sid's turn.
That is a D12.
Fuck it up, Sid.
Hey. Well, boy howdy, I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus to summon my Arms of the Astral Self.
Okay.
Spend 2 key.
Something y'all have not seen in a while. Those golden clawed hands appear over Sid's shoulders.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah. And then I'm going to deal 2 attacks to the undead null thing that just hit me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 19 for the first one.
That will hit.
Okay. And that is 14 for the second one.
That will also hit.
Sick. That is 12 total radiant damage.
That is enough. So Sid takes this hit and then just like looks at this thing, and these arms just appear, reach down, just grab, rip it in half. Just send bones scattering across the yard.
I ain't here to fucks around. And then I'm going to use my movement to get within 5 feet of at least one of the other gnolls.
Okay, you can step up to the one.
2 if I can manage it, but
Okay.
1.
You've got one behind Ilvum and one behind Drusilla that are unoccupied currently, other than those people.
I will go to the one who's looking the worst for wear.
None of them have taken damage.
Out of Ilvum and Drew.
Probably Drew. I'd taken like my first real damage the fight so far.
Okay. I will go ahead and I will saddle up to the one behind Drew.
Okay. Are you going to attack that one?
No, that's all my
that's
actions.
Right. That's right. Arms are a bonus action to summon.
Yeah, but now I'm
Okay.
in sentinel range.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and that has reach, doesn't it?
My arms have 10 feet of range, but sentinel is 5 feet.
Oh, okay. That's right. Okay.
So I have to be within 5 feet.
Gotcha. Okay. That will make it Hannibal's turn.
Excellent. I'm going to reach into my bag of holding,
Mm-hmm.
pull out some rope,
Okay.
and speak to it and say, "Now's the time. I destroyed the talking Sid doll to make you." And as an action, I'm going to animate the rope,
Okay.
and bonus action, tell it to wrap around Cull to try to restrain
Okay.
him.
All right.
That's rad. That's super cool.
Is that a saving throw?
It doesn't say. It just says it fastens itself securely to an object. So your choice, I guess.
Because it's the rope of climbing?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know if rope of climbing can like tie someone up in combat. Like,
Okay.
I think it's basically slow moving enough that a person can basically just like push it off, and it doesn't
Yeah.
it can't like completely wrap around them.
It moves 10 feet on my turn when I first
Yeah.
command it.
Yeah, so I think it's not strong enough. Like, I think its movement is not actually strong enough to forcibly tie someone up.
Okay, so
They were-
my action was to animate it.
Okay.
So bonus action, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary
Okay.
on Drusilla.
Okay.
So anyone who tries to attack Drusilla needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Can I attack?
Yeah, but then the Sanctuary goes away. It's to protect you.
Yeah, it lasts until your next turn. That's not a charm effect, is it?
It is not.
Okay.
You ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a Wisdom save. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. The
That's good.
spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects, such as the explosion of a fireball. If the warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy or deals damage to another creature, the spell ends.
Okay. That your turn?
Yeah, because they don't know what else to do.
All right. Knowles. We've got one on Hannibal, one on Ilvem, and one on Drew. So, let's do the one on Drew first. See if so it's going to try and make that Wisdom save.
Yep.
And it failed it, so it's going to turn around and attack Sid
Woo.
for a 13.
Vamos.
Okay. Hannibal. 16.
16 hits.
Okay. That is 5 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
And then second attack. Oh, wait, I forgot to give Sid the second attack. Hannibal has a 9.
Does not hit.
Sid, that second attack that I forgot about
Yeah.
is a 13.
Another miss.
Okay. And then Ilvem,
Natural 20.
15.
Stop.
Does not hit.
Ilvem did
And 13.
Does not hit.
Okay. So, yep, that was all 3 that are left. Bringing us to Xanorn, who is going to attack the one by Hannibal twice. Hit. And, wow, actually misses.
Wow. Wow.
Does do enough damage to kill the one by Hannibal.
Hell yeah.
Fuck it up, Xanor.
Just cleaves, just misses with the first strike, and then second swing comes down and just cuts it, like, just shoulder to hip, just in half. Sends
Excellent.
the bones falling to the ground. That'll bring us back to the top of the Ilvim.
Great. I'm gonna disengage and move back 30 feet,
Okay.
and that's gonna be my turn.
Take the sword away. All right.
Actually, how rough are people looking?
I have 5 hit points.
Okay.
Oh, yikes. Stop that.
I'm going to bonus action expend my celestial healing to heal Hannibal.
Okay.
I have a really dope ass plan next, so just wait. It's gonna be fun.
9. You get 12 points of healing back.
Nice. Thank you, Evan.
No problem.
All right. That Ilvim's turn.
That's Ilvim's turn, yeah.
Okay. Drusilla.
Fuck it up. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna attack Cull.
Okay.
I still got Flame Blade up. I'm gonna use it. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Sick. Love this spell. 4, 7, 13 fire damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Another flaming strike at Cull. Hurts. Still doing okay, but just every time you specifically hit him, he seems to get frustrated.
Is it because I'm short?
You can't tell exactly. Okay, that's Drew's turn. That'll bring us to anything else with your bonus action?
No.
Okay, that'll bring us to Cull's turn.
Hey, ugly, right here.
He is getting upset. This is what he's gonna do this turn.
Oh god.
I bet I know what it is. I fucking call.
He's gonna look at Ilvim. Ilvim, wisdom saving throw.
Fucking called
Oh.
it. Yeah, called it.
So okay.
Oh, I feel so validated.
I'm not terrible
That's
at
why.
those.
That's why he hates Drew right now too.
Mm-hmm. You know.
Oh, I feel so validated.
It's a 10.
You are paralyzed.
Yep.
He just looks at you. You can see Drew and Hannibal standing there. You can see him just look past you towards Ilvim, and just this death glare in his eyes, and Ilvim just locks up as they're trying to get away.
Hell yeah.
And Cull is going to follow after Ilvim,
No.
taking an attack of opportunity from Drew and Hannibal.
Rapier.
Flame Blade.
But not proficient.
Oh, 17 plus 2 to hit.
That just hits.
I hit with the rapier. Like that.
I do not hit for once. With a
Okay.
14.
7 piercing damage. Just.
Okay. Wow, that's
It's like-
pretty good.
Not the position I want to be in.
Yeah, now paralyzed is automatic crits.
Mm-hmm. All right, that'll bring us to. That was his turn. Sid.
Okay, cool. So, the gnoll that was attacking Drew is down, correct?
No, that
Or
one's
no,
still
it's not. It's still up. That's right. I
Yeah.
moved, and the other guy. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and attack this gnoll twice.
Okay.
That is a 9 for the first one.
That does not hit.
Okay. That is an 11 for the second one.
That. Let me check. That does not hit.
Oh no.
Well, it's okay. We're fine. I'm going to then use my bonus and attack again.
Okay.
That's good.
Mhm.
Or actually, I will spend a key and do 2 bonus.
Okay. Flurry.
Flurry of blows, please. That's a 12.
That does hit.
Hell yeah. I'll roll to attack the other one. Oop. There we go. Where was that? That's a 19.
That also hits. So just whiff.
Ah. Okay, cool. So that is 3, 4. 4, 5, 6. Wait, 4. Oh Jesus. 8, 9, 10, 11 radiant.
That is just enough to kill it.
Hey.
So you just miss, and then again just grab and rip in half.
Hell yeah.
Cool. And
Right,
then I
there's
would
only
like.
one left.
Sick. I would like to use my movement to get in between this big nasty bad guy and Ilvum.
They're right up next to each other.
Oh, cool. Then I would like to get right behind Big Nasty.
Okay. That'll bring us to. That'll bring us to Hannibal.
Oh, I had a really fun plan that I can't do now. I was gonna cast Wall of Water around me and this guy. Okay. No, that's stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna run up to this Cull as well.
Okay.
Leap in the air. And try to, like, jump on his side and, like, wrap my arms around him, grappling him.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
It says I have advantage on athletics checks. Why do I have that? Oh, climbing with the rope of climbing. Never mind. Okay.
I think also the
Air
air totem,
totem.
though, right?
All
Air
right.
totem still
Right.
up, since it has not been a minute yet.
I was almost a natural 20. With advantage, that's a 9.
With disadvantage, his is a 5
Yes! So I leap through the air and grapple him as my action.
because it still got hex on.
Does paralysis doesn't like affect that?
No, you just can't move. You can't
Yeah.
move or take actions, but you're still like there.
Bonus
Incapacitated
action.
would.
Bonus action. Then I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Ilvem.
Okay.
Just,
Thank you.
and that's my turn.
All right.
I'm in danger, girl.
Or
That'll make it the one remaining Knoll's turn.
Come on, Xanorn.
I'm grappling a revenant. Yes. Feels
Let's
badass.
see.
Vax, is that you?
So everyone has basically moved over, or has Drusilla moved over?
I haven't had my turn yet.
Oh, okay, so you're still staying. Yeah, so that Knoll's gonna move up and attack Drusilla.
Wisdom saving throw because she still has Sanctuary on her as well.
No, she attacked.
I attack.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
That is a 17 to hit.
It is.
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Unconscious.
Sick. 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 That's a 3 per flame blade.
Oh no.
Concentration.
And then second attack is an 18 for another 3 points of bludgeoning, or 3 points of piercing damage.
Owie. Okay.
All right, and that's all the Knolls. Xanorn comes up to that one. It's like, okay, let's just go to sleep now.
Shh, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
And he's just gonna he comes up. Actually, no, he's gonna come up. Swords out of his sides, just swing them both up in an X at it. That'll definitely hit. That will also hit. Yeah. Yes. Okay. And yes, yeah, just comes up behind a Drew and just cuts it like one slash this way, one slash this way, and it just falls to pieces. All the Knolls are dead. Just as he finishes, thanks for the swords.
Glad you know how to use them.
And that'll make it Ilvem's turn. Ilvem is still paralyzed. So anything you can do without moving or talking.
I am going to vibe. I'm in a
Okay.
vibe.
Okay. I'd say if you had like telepathy, you could still inspire someone, but since you don't,
Incapacitated.
Well,
That'll make
thanks
it-
for bringing that up, Sam.
Drew.
Alright. So, Cull is over there. He's being grappled.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yep.
So, if I were to, say, make a melee attack, I'd have advantage?
No.
Or is
No.
it just for him? No?
It's just for
Well, I'm
restrained.
gonna...
Yeah, it's restrained, not grappled. There's a
Cool.
feat that makes it so that there's something with advantage in grappling. I think it also makes it so that people have advantage against you when you grapple. It's weird.
Grapple.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a weird feat.
And they're 30 feet back, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so Drew's gonna run over there, cast Flame Blade on the way, and just really just wail into this.
Okay.
Try not to hit me, please.
Well, I'm good at this spell. I won't hit you.
Natural one.
Stop.
Off? Fuck off. First off. Fuck off. It's a 21.
That'll hit. So Hannibal's like come up behind him and is just like got his arms around Cull's neck and is like pulling him back. He's reaching back for Hannibal's. His stomach's exposed. Drew just comes up and just sinks the flame blade forward into him.
11 points of fire damage.
Okay. And he seems to once again get very frustrated by that.
Vengeful tracker.
That will make it his turn.
Hey, Stinky.
Oh, good.
He is going to.
Smelly.
Yeah, on his turn, he's just gonna like reach over. He's just gonna spend his action, just reach over and take the sword back from Ilvum.
I'm pretty locked up.
Can that
you
get,
know?
can that get through Sanctuary?
So it's not an attack though.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
It's just he's just taking his stuff back.
Balls.
I got a pretty. There should be a check with a DC.
Well, see,
20.
here's the DC of 20.
Yeah.
So
I am
the thing is,
rigid.
the thing is about the paralyzed condition is that you automatically fail
Fails,
strength
yeah.
checks.
Well, who said anything about a contested strength check?
It would be if you were not paralyzed. So yeah, he just like reaches down and just takes the blade from
That
you, and then
sucks.
bonus action ignites it again. But he cannot. He has to use his action to do that, not an attack. So that is his turn.
Oh.
Making it Sid's turn again.
Hey, wouldn't you know? I'm gonna smack this guy.
Okay.
I'm so mad.
That is a 16 for the first one.
That will miss.
Oh boy.
Revenant.
That is a 19 for the second one.
That just hits.
Oh boy.
Got that full plate armor.
Oh, so my rapier just hit.
Yeah. It's like your
And that
first time using a
is-
rapier.
Ugh, revenants. They be scary.
That's a 23 for the bonus.
That also hits.
6, a 2 hit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 radiant.
Okay. Now he seems to be very upset with you.
Yes. This was what I wanted.
All right.
Oh, my fucking
which will-
sword back.
We'll get it for you.
Which will make it Hannibal's turn.
Yes.
Still grappling.
Ha! Do you like this, smelly man? And I am going to put the hands on. This is probably a stupid idea, but It's gonna be with disadvantage, but I don't care. 2 hands on the side of his head.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna cast Firebolt on his head. Just
Okay, make the attack with disadvantage.
yeah, because it's a ranged attack.
Yeah.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
Ah!
Is it?
God damn it!
It was a
It's a
nat
nat
20
1
and a
20.
9. 9 to hit.
Oh.
I got so mad.
So you put your hands on his head and you just like charge up the firebolt, but then you just like he twists to the side. You see like a, and like you see the side of his helmet is charred, but it was like the thickest part of the helmet, and it just like deflected,
I
like
got so
fire
upset.
just shot up around his head.
Gross.
I got so upset. Bonus action. Healing word at 2nd level.
On.
My spells can't get through Sanctuary, so on.
They can't. You can get through Sanctuary because Sanctuary only protects against attacks. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can heal.
Oh, harmful spell. That's right. Yeah, Sanctuary at 2nd level on Ilvem.
Wait, Sanctuary or Healing Word?
That's right, healing word.
Okay.
So Ilvem gets. That's. Oh, that's so bad. That's 5 healing.
Oof.
And
Anyways, though.
Heals are heals.
am I still grappling?
You are.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's my turn.
Okay. That would make it the Knoll's turn, but they are gone.
Lullaby.
That'll bring us to Xanorn.
Yeah, my boy.
Who is going to? What is he gonna do?
I can't believe how upset I got. It's a nat 20.
He's gonna fuck shit up. That's what he's going to.
Yeah, he's just gonna come up and two attacks against Cull with the short sword and the scimitar. First attack, ting,
No.
right off the armor. Second attack, wow, rolled real bad. Cling, cling.
Classic.
It's okay.
Just ricochets off the armor. And he's like, well, okay, I'm getting used to it. Getting into it.
You said you knew how to use those.
I'm against gnolls, I guess. That's his turn. So Ilvim,
It's been an honor knowing you all.
you are no longer
Stop.
paralyzed, Ilvim.
Great.
Paralysis ended the end of Cull's turn. However, you are frightened of Cull. Is the leftover effect there?
Great. I'm gonna panic move.
Okay.
Like 25 feet back.
Okay. He will make an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, it's very much like a scramble backwards.
Sanctuary
Yeah.
lasts until the end of my next turn, so I don't think
Oh.
Sanctuary is no longer on Ilvim.
I thought it. Okay.
Yeah.
Because he could,
It would have
okay,
ended
so
just
then-
on my previous turn.
Okay. So attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
14.
Can I
Does
hit
not
him?
hit.
I forget. Did you say that you can attack on an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Think so? Yes. Then yes, because you are within that range. Yeah.
Yay. Come on. That is an unnatural 20.
That will hit.
Also,
That is 8 radiant.
Fury is just
Okay.
a minute duration, Justin.
Yeah, but it ends, I believe. What am I thinking of? Oh, that's right. I'm thinking of something else.
Okay. What's your spell? Let me see if the attack happened. Spells. He made the DC. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of Mind Sliver.
Okay. He got a unnatural 20 on this wisdom save, so he did attack. That all happened. Okay. Okay, Ilvim, you moved away.
And then I'm going to spin on the spot, so I'm no longer looking at him. Go into huddle position, and say a little prayer to Suriel and cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, please.
Okay. That is a 14.
That's exactly the DC.
Okay. So just
No.
barely manages to dodge out of the way with Hannibal still clinging to his back. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw, and since you looked away, you don't have disadvantage.
15 plus 2, 17.
That's enough. You are no longer frightened.
You just hear Ilva mutter under their breath, be like, "What the fuck am I doing?"
I don't know.
Drusilla.
It's giving up yap.
Okay.
This man, he's starting to annoy me. So I am real good at math, everyone. I want everyone to know this.
I believe it.
That's something I know about you. People often ask me what is Rose's most defining characteristic, and I
Good
say
at
good at math.
24.
That'll hit.
4, 6, 10, 14 fire damage.
14 fire damage. Okay.
Yee.
He's not looking good. He's really not looking good under. You can
Yeah.
smell cooking, rotting flesh under
Oh,
there. You can
the
see
best.
burns in between the armor. He's not looking good.
Smells
Anything
like-
else for your turn?
Eyes on me, bitch.
All right. He is going to actually take the sword, and he turns and just hucks it, just throws it over in a direction. It spins through the air and then just sticks into the dirt. See how far away he gets it. About 30 feet in the
What?
opposite direction.
What?
Oh,
And
yeah.
Oh, can he teleport?
and then he's gonna turn and just punch Sid twice.
Revenant's got good
No,
arm
I said eyes
strikes.
on me.
Ah. Okay.
So he is going to 2 attacks.
He's gonna miss both times.
Is a 14 hit?
Nope.
Okay. And does a dirty 20 hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
For 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
So miss and then
Horrifying.
bop. All right. That will then make it Sid's turn.
Joke's on you. Now I'm turned on, and I'm gonna hit him 3 times.
Okay.
I've never been so erect.
Hannibal dies of psychic damage.
For once, it's not Hannibal just making these jokes.
That is 16, so that misses.
That will miss.
Come on. Nope, that'll miss.
Oh
Okay.
no.
I'm not even gonna count that. Try again. That is a nat 20.
That will definitely
Hell
hit.
yeah.
So that is crit. I forget. How do we do crits? Do I just roll
Double
twice?
damage.
Okay.
Either it's
roll once, double it, or roll twice, or
honestly, they're kind of mathematically the same, so just you can pick.
okay, sick. Ah. Lol. Double ones.
Oh no.
2, 3, 4, 5 radiant damage for that one.
Oh, he's still up.
Oh.
Really
Okay.
not looking good. Like you
Bummer.
miss, and then just jam your claws like up into his rib cage, like lift him up, basically like lift him up back onto Hannibal a little bit. Like his feet come off the ground, and Hannibal's just like holding him up in the air, just lands back on the ground after you pull your claws back out.
Love it.
Hanging
that for
on
me.
by a thread. Hannibal, your turn.
This is so stupid. I'm gonna stop grappling.
Okay.
I'm gonna run away 30 feet.
Okay.
Does he get an attack of opportunity on me?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But why?
That is a 24 to hit
Just hits.
for
Because now I get to
11
hit
points
again.
of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, I'm up with 6 hit points.
Okay, and then Sid gets an attack of opportunity
Hello?
for that attack of opportunity.
Come on, nat 20.
Oh, I want
It's not a nat 20. That is. Oh god, that's probably gonna miss. It's an 18.
That misses by 1. So he leans forward and just hits Hannibal like in the small of the back, or like right between the shoulder blades. Leaning forward, your claws like graze his armor, like sparks come off of his armor as your claws swing past. Hannibal, what you got?
Alright. Firebolt.
Okay, roll it.
Come on.
Do it.
Natural 20.
There you go.
Yes! Oh, that could be dirty.
Hell yeah.
That's
Is the
not
power
dirty.
of manifesting?
6 times 2, 12 fire damage.
All right, he had 1 hit point left.
Oh.
Yes!
So it's like you like dive away from him. He punches at you. Sid just scrapes the back of his armor. As you like take a couple stumbling steps away, you turn practically horizontal backwards, aim your glove at him, and just blast a firebolt right
Hell
into his
yeah.
face, and just head snaps back. And as it lulls forward, you can see a bit of the helmet has been like blasted to one side. There's the charred skull underneath.
Hell yeah.
And as his body starts to go limp, his head just kind of swivels and looks at all of you and just goes, "I'll be back for you."
I didn't kill you.
Oh yeah.
Hits the ground,
Yay!
hits the ground, and then yeah, you can just see like his body turn to dust inside the armor.
Immediately drink my healing elixir that I made.
Immediately go get my sword.
Okay,
8
you go for the sword.
8 healing.
As you do, you see some
You better
runic
not.
symbols appear on like that were already there, but they glow into a blue light,
I
and the
hate
sword
you.
just winks out of existence.
I am
Oh.
on my way to California right now. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, Ilvem, unfortunately you gave me this rapier, so it would feel really weird just to give it back.
Is the armor still there?
The armor is still there. Yes, everything else he had is still present. The sword is the only thing that had that on it. Anyone that would like to can make an Arcana check.
I'm gonna give Ilvem the rapier back.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I'll do it. I'll make the Arcana check.
So will I. I have proficiency.
Alright,
Blue
awesome.
the body.
9.
Okay.
Natural 20
Sweat
plus
gets in my
4,
eyes.
baby.
Oh,
Okay.
Hey.
Nice.
So,
Drusilla
Drusilla,
knows.
you look over. You managed to spot that rune as you were fighting, as you were up close. You recognize it as a rune, as a spell that I have made fun of in the past. Drawmage's instant summon
Oh, smart.
is a spell that you can place a rune on something and then just recall an object back to you.
Smart.
So, presumably, though, he's dead. Like, you can also identify that through things that he was, in fact, through the nat 20. I'll also give you that you can identify that was a revenant, which means
Validation.
revenants, just so you are aware, when
Yeah.
their body is destroyed, their
Yeah.
soul lingers, and after 24 hours,
Yep.
their soul will inhabit a new body
Yep.
and come back.
Yep.
It's gonna be
Yep.
so long until any of us have the wish spell to deal with this guy.
It's gonna be great when Hannibal's sleeping and this revenant stabs him in his sleep to death.
This is why we have watches.
So, however, that means that he was not the one that recalled the sword, and presumably whoever he works for
Kilkris.
was watching and recalled the sword back.
So we need to go kill this collector individual, correct? Otherwise, we're fucked.
Can you?
What collector?
Kilkris.
So the fight ends. The farmer pushes himself up to his feet, where he was basically crouched in a mud puddle.
Firebolt.
Thank all of you. Thank you all so much.
Composure.
Put those words back in your mouth.
I'm gonna hold out my hand and just be like,
We're not having a repeat of the last town.
Does he look injured?
Minor bruises and looks like one injury on his head. Cull looks like he roughed him up a little bit, but other than that, he looks okay.
Okay.
this is where you pay us for the security detail.
Yeah. I don't have. Let me. Here, come inside. Come inside. Get out of the. Let's get out of the rain.
Okay.
Yeah, he leads you into the farmhouse. Relatively small. Looks like he's probably. He might be planning on expanding soon because his business has been doing well. But yeah, he goes inside, brings you in. He's like, I'll put on some tea. We can warm up. I'll get you some blankets. And yes, of course, your gold. Yes.
I can't actually stay. I left my dog back at our campsite, and I'm just gonna leave and go back towards the campsite to get Moloch.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he goes inside and starts making tea and gathering up what coin he can to pay you, leaving all of you hanging out in the living room. He gets some woolen blankets and stuff out if you want to wrap up and start drying off.
As they're drying off, Sid turns to everyone. So what happened?
Nice of you to finally show up, Sidhario.
I prefer to be called Sid. Thank you. But-
Really? You're gonna start this?
Glad I'm not there.
It's been so long. I'm making up for lost time.
It's been 3 days.
That's a long time. We've known each other for maybe 2 weeks.
Did you have known each other longer than that? You're in the Enclave for
Oh, I mean,
almost 2
we
years.
know each other, but as a group,
Okay.
this is relatively new.
Well, I'm sorry that I had to step away for a bit. I had some things that I needed to work out.
Yeah, how was
But-
training? You learn anything cool?
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do it quite yet in actual combat because it could literally rip my body apart. But soon I'll be able to do it.
Sorry, what?
It's pretty cool.
It's this thing that Shayla's teaching me. Basically, I move my body with my soul instead of my muscles.
She just looks over at Ilvin like,
This is lovely rain.
It's really cool, but it could kill me if I do it wrong.
Yeah, that's something.
Mhm.
Huh.
no, don't do that then.
We thought
I mean, it could show you kind of in training. It's just in in an actual combat scenario, that's too much. I still need to train.
we also got an elephant.
Yeah, we have an elephant. Her name's Poppy.
How'd you get an elephant?
We bought one.
Where?
Fire.
Yeah, there's
There's
like an
elephants?
exotic menagerie thing.
Huh.
The
Cool.
place is huge.
Rad. So did you set out to do did you do what you set out to do?
No, we are 3 days on the road so far.
Okay,
We got a long way to
cool.
go.
Where are y'all headed?
Didn't you get the note? We're going to Kukui to find tritons for Hannibal. It's his little
I'm
summer
pretty
vacation
sure-
thing.
I'm pretty sure we told her. Like, hey,
Yeah.
tell Sid we're doing this.
Oh.
Also, tell Sid to pay for the house that we're buying.
Yeah,
You
we're
know?
buying a house, and we just
That
want to
I did know about. I have no money.
Well,
Oh,
that's fine.
But
We've
we'll
already
get
put a
more money.
Yeah, we put a pretty hefty sum down already, and we've actually made quite a lot of money since we started on the road.
Oh, cool.
Is that true? I don't know. I've never really had to worry about money before. So I'm not gonna lie to you. We are winging it.
yeah.
That's okay. I would expect nothing less. So who's this guy?
Oh, this is a
This
farmer.
Xanorn.
No, this guy. And he points to the one with the swords.
He's put them
Oh.
away by
Xanorn.
now. But... Oh, hi. I'm Xanorn. They kind of picked me up outside. We were going the same direction, and they looked like a good bandit deterrent. I've heard some about you.
We're sugar parents.
Yeah, they.
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
They bought me swords and gave me money for shoes. Well, new shoes.
Cool.
I had shoes, but
We
my
also
toes
got
couldn't.
you a horse.
And a horse. Yes, that's right. So that was earlier today. I'm sorry. A lot has recently happened. I very much appreciate that.
Cool. So what's your name?
Xanorn,
Xanorn? Nice. I'm Sid.
nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about. They kept saying something about you having the brain cell, though I'm not really sure what that meant.
Yeah, they're not wrong. But I mean, it seems like you've done fine thus far. I heard that you fought a demon?
Yep. That
Mhm.
thing rocked us.
Like, it did hand Ilvum and Hannibal's asses to them.
Yeah.
I was fine.
I don't
but
know if I've
they got
ever
their shit
gotten my
rocked.
shit rocked that hard before. Like, remember when we were at that bandit place,
Mhm.
and there was the giant, and he just like smoked me with his like giant club thing, and we're
Yeah.
all like, "Oh wow, like that was a hit!" Literally child's play.
Dang. Well, I am glad that all of you are alive and you seem well. So, it's good to see you again.
How much other things did you hear about our traveling so far?
Kind of only that. I was a bit focused on other things. But I don't know, Shayla just kind of kept me posted on like the big stuff, I guess.
Okay, so it's not a big thing. Got it. Right. Got it. Right.
Oh, what thing?
Nothing. It's not a big thing. Don't worry about it.
You know, the way you say that makes me think it's a big thing.
Oh, are we
It's really
talking
not.
about the time Drew stole from a morgue?
Why?
It was a suspicious jar of liquid, and I wanted Hannibal to identify it, but
Oh.
Hannibal was back at the campsite.
I thought you guys were talking about Hannibal nearly killing a noble person. Cool.
I was talking about this that came to our ship.
So, wait, what?
Him and Drew got into.
So, what was the jar?
Embalming fluid.
Okay, is there anything else I should know about?
There's a lot of shit you should know about.
Okay.
Do you remember when we got that anti-scrying thing for Drew?
She's gonna
Yeah,
start
about that.
shrinking
How
back.
is? I know that Shayla was able to scry on you specifically, but like we got, like she shouldn't have been able to. Like, did you like take it off or something?
I'm gonna go help
it to the
with the
fox.
farmer with the tea. Actually, I'm gonna go help with that. Xanor just leaves the room.
Yeah, she gave it to the fox rather than wear it ever. Actually, this entire time she has been wearing it.
Why?
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Oh, lovely weather.
How is that ever a good idea? Like ever?
Seemed like a good idea at the time, and it wasn't a problem until about 2 days ago.
And then it was a problem.
And now it's not a
Got
problem.
found again.
So did
by
you put
another
it back
super
on?
farmer. Nope.
No, because Ilfum almost killed Willow, and then Willow ran off with the amulet. So now we can't find Willow or the amulet.
It was an accident,
Was it?
and I healed him. You
It's still
started
your
the
fault that
physical
he's gone.
confrontation.
You started the confrontation, period.
Oh, look
I
at these
would like
raindrops.
You started the confrontation on the basis of doing what you did.
Sid's
You
just
didn't
gonna
have to
wrap.
mention it.
Sid's gonna wrap an arm around both of them
Snap their
and
necks.
just squeeze them close and like squeeze them like a bit too hard and just be like, "You're both just such idiots."
Doing the thing. Like toddlers, they just lift up their arm and drop,
Yeah.
completely limp.
I missed you guys.
I'm not there, but I was responsible. I was trying to be good.
You would never believe how responsible Hannibal has been.
He
Really?
tied me up.
Good.
No, not good.
No, you.
Yes, good.
you
I
earned
feel
it
like that
time.
should be done more often.
Ow. What is this pain that I am feeling right now?
Oh, I just got a stupid idea that I'm excited about.
So about them teas.
Yeah. Eventually, like the conversation lulls, and like you just hear the very slightest, like when you say that, Xanor's like, "Okay, now," and then like Xanon and the farmer like come out from around the corner with like a tray of like a teapot and some cups, various earthenware like clay cups and stuff, mismatch, none of them match or anything. Sets them out on the table. Say, there you go. I'll go about getting you that money now. Thank you again for saving my life. And he goes off, and Xanorn comes in and just like, tea, anybody?
Sure, what kind of tea?
He didn't say, just tea.
It's got poison in it.
I'll take the tea and I'll kind of sniff it.
Okay, seems like black tea, like nothing else mixed in.
Poison.
Valid. I'll
Mhm.
take a sip. So why was this collector person attacking this farmer?
Pink cow. Oh,
Milk
I
that
actually,
tastes like strawberries.
I didn't drink my milk. Maybe Hannibal will grab it, and you can have some of my milk.
A pink cow with strawberry milk.
Pretty cool stuff.
Where's the pink cow now?
Probably in the barn.
Sid's gonna get up and go look for the cow.
Okay,
He wants
you
to see this cow.
Right, you see the barn that you were all fighting like right in front of. Like the farmer was curled up against the doors, but you can see that there's like a chain wrapped around the door handles, and it's still locked. Seems
So
like
it's locked?
yeah, they interrupted right before the farmer was going to unlock it for Cull.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back and try to find the farmer.
Okay, he's coming back out. He's like putting together some coins into a burlap sack. He's like, all right, I hope this will be enough. Here you go. This is 200 gold pieces.
Oh, that's enough for
Okay,
sure.
okay, all right.
That's very generous, thank you.
Well, thank you for saving my life.
You're most welcome. Speaking
And-
of, I heard you have a pink cow?
Yes, that's what the fellow you killed was here looking for, trying to take. Would you like to see her?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Oh no, it's the least I could do. The least I could do. Yeah, and he is gonna. He puts on like he grabs a cloak and puts it on. Since it's still raining, but he is happy to bring you out. Brings you outside. He says, "My name is Pelham, by the way. Nice to meet you."
Pelham, my name is Sid. It's a pleasure.
And he leaves you the bag, unlocks the lock on the doors, swings them open, and then he's like, "Come here, Nancy. It's okay. Everything's all right. Come here, Nancy."
Nancy.
And this bright pink, bubblegum pink cow comes like walking out from the back of the barn. I know. And he comes up and like starts petting her on the face. This is Pink Nancy. Formerly just Nancy.
Hello. Sid's gonna like take his hand and just kind of like gently, like not like touch the cow's nose, but put it in front of the cow's nose.
Mm-hmm.
Nancy, we've only just met, but I'd die for you.
I think that was. I know you showed up late. I think that's what you were kind of in the process of working on. I mean, not actually dying, but thank you is what I'm trying to say.
You're welcome. I'm just gonna pet Nancy.
Okay. Hannibal, you're going through the woods.
Yeah.
Making your way back.
Do I get close to that? Where's that clearing?
You left the animals like right outside that clearing.
Cool. I'm gonna go right to the clearing. I'm gonna see Moloch, see if they're okay still.
Yep. Yeah, they're good.
I'm going into the clearing by myself.
Okay. Still just a clearing.
All right. Is there a stump or anything?
So what there is, it's a pretty completely open and clear, except for like low creepers and stuff on the ground. But then right in the middle is a rough gray stone that stands upright, and as you're looking at it, it kind of has like. It pretty much goes up, and then like one side kind of comes in before getting thinner again.
Okay.
Almost in the shape, almost like looks like you can be comfortable to sit on.
I'm gonna sit on it.
Okay. You have to like climb up. It's
Yeah.
like about like face level, but yeah, you climb up and sit on it. There's like flowers and a little more vines and stuff growing up around its base.
I'm gonna close my eyes.
Okay.
And just say, if you can hear me, I know you can. I have a feeling you can. But if you send any more of those things to get Drew, I will kill you myself. And I'm gonna hop off.
Okay.
And go back to the animals.
Okay. Yeah, they're all hanging out there.
Hello, Moloch.
Arf, 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 arf.
I'm gonna scoop him up, give him scritches.
Mm-hmm.
Put him in the coat.
Okay.
Best as I can. See if the horse is still there.
Yep, horse is still there.
I'm gonna take the horse's reins and kind of tie them to the side of Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
I go, hello, Poppy. 'Tis I, Hannibal.
Trunk just like petting you on the face and
I'm gonna
head.
scritch the trunk. Scritch the trunk. I went like this. And then I'm gonna climb up on top of Poppy.
Okay.
And Poppy, just wait until I can get the fly spell. And then I'm just gonna look at Poppy, pat her on the head, and go, yip yip, to the farm.
Okay. Take Poppy through the woods. So yeah, as Hannibal's on his way back, Sid's hanging out in the barn. Elvin and Drew, anything inside? You're just hanging out and sipping your tea.
Yeah, I feel like Ilvin and Drew are like friends now, so.
There's a hint of a glare at him. Like, why the fuck would you tell Sid that?
He had to know.
But now he's mad at me.
He's not mad at you.
Did you not see how he squeezed me? I feel like he's mad.
He's just kind of a bitch. It's his whole thing.
Now he's gonna be mad at me, and he thinks Hannibal should turn me up more often. I don't like that.
I think that was
I'm not
mostly
into
a
that.
joke. I think that was just a good like sibling ribbing,
I can't tell with him.
Yeah, it's just like that really bitchy exterior, but he's really just like a gooey Boston cream donut.
What's that?
You've never had a Boston cream donut?
No.
It's this like really sugary, like custardy filling inside of like a pastry.
It's the best donut.
It's actually kind of gross if you eat
How
a whole
dare
one in
you.
one sitting. It's good in like half quantities.
Yes, a whole one in one sitting.
Ooh, ooh.
Do it all the time.
Totally not a whole half dozen in one sitting.
Oh.
Exactly. They are the best
Go
donuts.
big or go home.
Go big or go home. Live your best life.
I might need to order donuts now.
Yeah.
Do it.
Anyway, proceed. Sorry.
Just so that also for context, is in one of the wool blankets, and it's like over her, like just her face is sticking up.
Love it.
And besides, once he sees Poppy, he's gonna completely forget about everything else.
Hope so. I don't want him mad at me.
He's not mad at you.
Do I have-
I don't know why I assume this farmer has saucers for his teacups, but
There's like the one cup that has the saucer.
yeah, Ilvum very much claimed it.
I mean, this guy's making money, so like,
Mhm.
maybe eventually if you come back on your way back. Sid, you're in the barn hanging out
Mhm.
with this farmer and this cow, and you just like feel these like vibrations in the ground getting closer and closer.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna
And
like,
like you start to hear like these loud like squelching noises, like gigantic footsteps outside.
I'm gonna like look at the barn door, look back at the farmer, and just be like, I feel like we need to have a conversation about you and Nancy possibly moving somewhere else to keep safe. But I'm gonna go check that out really quick. I'll be back.
I wish I had
Okay.
prestidigitation.
I'm gonna go check out what the heck is happening outside.
All right, Hannibal, you're coming around the barn on like onto the farm or into the farm.
Yes.
See Sid come around the corner.
Hello.
Sid, you look up. Hannibal is sitting on top of an elephant with a black, relatively, fast-looking black horse tied to the side of the saddle.
And Sid's gonna go up to the elephant. What is your name?
Sniffing at you at the trunk.
Poppy, if you can hear me, do the thing you do with the children.
I want to speak with animals on.
Poppy, if you can understand me, do this.
Reaches over the trunk and just starts like patting you
Right,
with
thank
the
you.
trunk.
So is her name Poppy?
Yes.
Hi, Poppy.
Turns her attention back to you, starts sniffing, and then also just kind of like patting you on the head.
Oh my god, I love her.
She is pretty great.
I'm gonna like hold the trunk and like pet it. You are beautiful. You are majestic. I would die for you.
We already
suppose-
have.
Poppy, then perish.
Then perish.
Inside, I suppose inside Elementary, you're sitting there drinking tea, and like when he looks down and like Jurassic Park style, you look in your tea and you just see it just. You just see like the ripples in the tea.
Also, while we're sitting here, because I do have prestidigitation, I'm gonna cast it to warm up the blanket that Drew is currently all wrapped up in, so it's like a warm hug, like a little
Okay.
heated blanket.
Aww.
And then you ignite it in fire.
Nope, I don't have any fire magic.
Do you think the farmer would know if I just took the blanket? Wait, is the farmer in the room with us?
No, he's out in the barn.
Okay, alright.
I think you're good to take it. Yeah. Yeah. He makes
Take
a
his
lot-
blanket.
He makes a lot of money off of this milk.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Oh, I
it.
didn't grab the milk.
Double, it's your fault.
It's in the. I think it's in Poppy's saddlebags. I think you guys packed up camp.
Yeah, 'cause we were trying
Or no,
to
you
find
never
the
set up.
camp.
That's right. You never set up camp.
Right.
I'm going to, after taking a moment to pet Poppy's trunk, I'm gonna go back to the farmer.
Sid,
and...
wait!
What?
I have something
What?
for you.
What?
I'm gonna grab one of the milk bottles that we have.
Okay.
and just toss it at Sid. Here. I don't know whose bottle of milk that is, but it's really good. It's pink. It tastes like strawberries.
Oh, is this the milk from Nancy?
Yeah. Yeah, Ilvem bought it for like 30 gold.
Sick. I will have a sip.
Okay. Yeah, it's the weirdest sensation. It's like you take a sip, but at the same time feel like it's like the taste and the mouth feel of having just like chewed on a strawberry.
Interesting. I like it. I'm gonna take the thing and like put it in my bag.
I don't know whose bottle of milk that was.
Put in your
And then we'll
bag
go
is-
back to the farmer.
Okay. You have to step around the like ash pile left. Oh yeah. So you have to step around the ash pile left by the revenant, which by the way, the armor as you look down appears to be at first you think the armor is gone.
Mm-hmm.
But as you look, you can see that it is pretty much just the left arm is all that's left of the armor, but you can gradually see it just shrinking down in like a slow motion reverse version of when it like expanded. So it's shrinking down, and the only thing that's staying put is one bracer on the left arm. You also see the right hand, apparently under the armor, was covered in a glove that looks like bandages.
I'm gonna check those out.
Okay. I mean,
The glove
I'm
feels
gonna,
very.
I'm gonna pick them up and I'm gonna take them over to Hannibal. You want to check
Okay.
these out?
I don't have the pearl to cast Identify.
What happened to the pearl?
I never had one. It was a mistake that my player wasn't tracking.
Okay, well we can hold on to them and
Yeah,
identify.
I don't think anyone
later.
should wear it until it's figured out what it is.
Yeah, definitely. I'm also worried about, cause
I think Ilvin
was it
wants
you
though.
or was it you or Drew who said that this guy's gonna like come back?
Drew?
it would be Drew.
Like, would he be able to track this stuff? That's what I'm worried
Oh, he
about.
might be able to, and I have a feeling he's gonna be very upset with me because I killed him. So, maybe we
Okay.
just get rid of the armor.
Let's go ahead and make that decision as a group. You go ahead and hold on to these for a quick
Yeah.
sec. I'm gonna go chat with the farmer.
I'll slide off
'cause-
Poppy and just open
yeah.
my bag of holding. Just put it in here.
Okay, cool. And I'm gonna go back to the farmer.
Okay.
How much is
So
that
about
armor?
that conversation that we were gonna have.
How much does that armor weigh first?
So as you like get it, it's been like shrinking down, and by the time you've got your hand on it, it's just a bracer.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be like a pound, maybe,
Okay.
maybe two, maybe a couple pounds. But yeah, it's pretty much just like just enough to cover the forearm.
Okay.
Sorry, what'd you say? The farmer?
I just walk back in and
Okay.
about that conversation we were gonna have.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
I think it is in your best interest to leave here and find a new place of residence if you can.
That I can. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because according to my sibling Drew, this thing is going to come back.
hmm.
It's
Okay.
less of like a creature and it's more like a soul. It will find a new body, and if a collector is after your cow, then this thing's gonna come back, and I guarantee it's gonna come back here. I don't know if it can track. You might have to eventually look into having like protections or something on your barn so that nobody can like find your barn or find Nancy, but at the very least you should, if you can, get out of here ASAP.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I never thought having a pink cow would be so dangerous. Yeah, I'll think about maybe moving into town for now to see what I can, at least be closer to other people and figure
Yeah.
something out. Thank you again for everything.
No problem. If you... Yeah, I would definitely look into protections of some kind, see if you can find like a mage nearby or someone who can do that sort of work. But yeah, I definitely at least like get out of here, get near people who you can rely on to help you if something like this happens again.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Thank you again.
No problem. Happy to help.
Right.
Anyway, I'm gonna go back to my siblings, so
Okay.
Me as
have
well.
a good one. Give Nancy a little pat, and then I leave.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So y'all head back inside.
Yep.
Okay. You get inside. You can see Ilvam and Drew just kind of like hanging out in the living room, sipping tea.
Hello, everyone. I have
Hey,
returned
welcome back.
with Poppy
Love that gal.
and Xenorn's horse. And they stopped by that face circle.
What? Excuse me?
Yeah, I just wanted to see what it was about. It seemed harmless, so it's fine.
Did you go in?
Of course I did. I sat on the stone chair.
Did anything happen? What did you?
Nothing happened at all.
Don't mess with that kind of shit alone.
I wasn't alone. Poppy was right there. So was the horse.
That.
Elephants are very intelligent. So I assume I was... Yeah, Poppy would have... But it's fine. However, I did lose my left hand.
You did what?
Nothing. Did any of you have a pearl?
Not on me. I left them all at the
Mm.
Onyx Cat.
Do you think Pella might have a pearl in his house somewhere?
No.
Stealing from another person in this town.
Says the person who stole from the morgue.
That's why I'm saying we're not stealing from another person.
I'm not saying I'm stealing. I might just ask him if he has one and offer to buy it off of him.
Well, if you're gonna pay for it, yeah. I guess that's fair.
Also, where's my cut?
Oh, no cut. That money is going straight to the house.
Oh, so it's in our communal gold fund.
Nope, it is in the house fund, which is not touched for anything other than the house.
Right.
So we have 2 funds now.
So how much is in our house fund? The 200 gold?
200 gold pieces. I have it written down.
Okay, I will also write it down just in case. We have 50 in our communal fund, so that's fun. What's a nice farm?
Should we get a farm?
No.
Okay.
Well, yes. I said yes.
We
Farm
could get like
smell.
a farm just on like the outside of the walls of Pyre. Settle down, have a nice relaxing life.
I like that.
That doesn't seem fun to me.
Well, it should. I don't know what else would be funner.
We would be right there close to the university. You could spend your days at the library learning about magic.
I'd rather spend my time studying magic and doing experiments than dealing with barn animals.
Well, the great thing about having a farm is you got lots of land. You could build your own lab.
Oh, and I could bury corpses of my failed experiments. Oh, Sid, we also have another traveling companion.
Hmm?
And I pull the skeleton out of my bag of holding by the head. See?
Let's get
Okay.
possessed by the demon that almost killed us.
Yes. But it is fine. I fixed
Think
everything.
through a cinder block right at Hannibal's face.
Yeah, I almost died from a... Yeah.
But I got this cool ring.
What's the
I
ring
want
do?
a cool thing.
The ring? Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh,
Doesn't do anything special.
Ilvem, you know that armor you want so bad?
Yes.
It's in my bag of holding. You can't have it until I get the chance to identify it.
Just because we know this guy's gonna come back, we don't know if it's being tracked or like what's up. We don't know if it's safe. So as soon as we know whether or not it's safe, you can have it.
But unfortunately, the identify spell does not reveal curses, so if it's cursed, we won't know anything about the curse.
Just because that's reasonable doesn't mean I'm not going to pout about it.
You're valid.
What about
And it's okay.
everything?
What?
What?
What, Drew?
I said you pout about everything.
We all have brands, Drew.
What's my brand?
Oh.
I'm curious. Is it burning? I mean, is it
No.
incinerating people sleeping? Is it?
No, your brand is being talked to by local law enforcement because you make people uncomfortable.
Yeah. I'm scared to ask what my brand is. I think I know, but I don't want to hear it.
Causing trouble and then blaming it on others.
I don't blame it on
Your
others.
brand is getting tied up.
I don't like that brand. I am not into
Your
that.
brand is bullying Ilvem.
I like that brand.
Ilvem's
that one-
brand is
Pouting.
pouting and being sad.
I'm never sad.
Nah, I think Cannibal's right on that one.
Oh my god, I fucking hate
And
this
losing
so
to me
much.
in a brawl.
Happened one time, and I am still.
They
willing
lost to
do
you.
it again.
Correct.
You lost to him?
Rematch anytime, any place.
Right now, 2-on-2 in this farmhouse.
No!
No.
Pelham,
No!
you get to take
Nope.
part in this as well. Good idea.
Cannibal, remember the
comes
last time we drew?
Nope.
He comes
did
in the
this.
door like kicking mud off his boots. Like, I'm sorry, what's happening?
We're
We
gonna-
were just saying that you are very generous and we're gonna leave.
And we're gonna fight you. Do you want to fight
What?
us?
No. Nope.
Oh!
Nope.
No.
I'm kidding,
What?
Pelham. Do you
Nope.
have, by any chance, do you have a pearl in your house somewhere?
Pearl.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
type of
can't say
jewel.
I do.
Oh,
No.
Come on, Pelham.
One of the shops in town might sell them, but I don't know.
Oh. I can't afford it anyway. It's worth 100 gold. Thank you, Pelham. You are a kind individual.
Thank all of you again for your help, saving my life, saving Nancy, and for your advice also.
Nancy. The cow's name is Nancy.
Yes.
This is Moloch.
This is the best day ever.
Oh, hello, Moloch. This is one head and then two. It's a nice dog.
You have a nice cow.
Thank you.
Do you know
Well-
where this Kilkris resides?
I've never heard of any. I've never heard that name before tonight.
All right.
We'll be taking our leave. Thank you for the tea, and stay safe.
Tea?
You too.
I can get any tea. I
You
can
can have the rest of my
I
cup.
can make tea though. That's fine.
Okay.
I gave
And we
you someone's milk.
leave. My milk now.
I think it might have been Drusilla's glass of milk.
My
I don't know
milk
if you ever
now.
split them up.
Doesn't tell.
Yeah, Ilvum showed up and threw everybody a bottle of milk.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I guess we should get back on our way to Kakui.
I mean, we should probably go to
Yep.
bed for the night
We
first.
can sleep on the back of Poppy.
Oh, that's right. It's like late.
Oh, it's late. We should probably sleep. So yeah, that face circle in the woods, perfectly safe. I scouted it out. I did use detect magic to see if it was safe.
I somehow doubt that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like you at all.
You doubt my abilities?
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt your abilities. I doubt your honesty.
I am the most honest person in this group.
That is a lie.
Press X to doubt.
But it seemed safe. I sat on the chair in there and I said some words to whatever might have been listening, and nothing happened.
What did you say? Exactly.
Hello, I'm
word-
Hannibal. Are you going to turn me into something untoward? And nothing happened.
I'd like to roll
There's a deception
insight.
roll there.
Yeah, go
I'd
ahead.
like to insight
Ooh.
that.
Oh, I just fucking threw that across the room, didn't I?
Real talk though, if you're gonna like get into the habit of talking to the Fae, if one asks for your name, always respond with "You may call me" and then insert name.
Sam, I messaged you. When
Never
I got on
give
my
them your middle
deception
name.
check.
Never give them your name, because they will take it.
Okay. Whatever to get on their insights.
I got a solid 13.
23.
Sid or Sid roll or
I'm just assuming he's lying.
Oh, okay. Drusilla, yeah, something's not right there. Something you can tell. There's something not right about that.
20 on my deception check.
Yeah, Drusilla got a 23.
19 plus 4, baby.
I got a 7 plus a 6.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine. Fine, Drusilla. I said, if you try to harm me, I'll kill you.
You threatened
Nothing
the
happened.
Fae.
Nothing happened.
Roll another deception check. This time with disadvantage.
Insight.
Yep.
3.
18.
Drew, you're like, no, hang on. You're still making stuff up.
Hannibal, you can be honest with us. What did you tell the Fae? What did you say?
Nothing. It's safe. That's all that matters.
No. We've already got the Fae.
Oh, what's that,
possibly
Moloch?
coming
You have to
after
go to
my
the
ass.
bathroom? I'll be right back.
I'm gonna follow Hannibal.
Okay.
The Fae are already possibly coming after my ass. We don't need them coming after you too, okay?
I said, hello, Faye. I am Hannibal. Drusilla is my beloved sibling. Please stop chasing us.
Why?
Because I am a nice person and I didn't want to threaten a fairy.
Yeah, doing that is a very bad idea.
But nothing's happened.
Yet.
Okay, I recognize that you're using my logic here, and
Exactly.
it sucks.
Yeah. How does it?
How does it feel,
Doesn't feel
Drusilla?
You know, we're not talking about my personal flaws here. We're talking about you.
I wouldn't have had to talk to the Fae if you didn't get them mad at you for some reason.
I didn't get them
So-
mad at me.
Xanorn, Pelham, another round of tea. I'll come help.
Yeah. Let's go do that. All three of you can go into the kitchen.
Maybe we should just leave.
I think we should leave. Get on the road. Personally.
Like, stop halfway to the kitchen.
Yeah, I thank you. I believe we have overstayed our welcome. We will be taking our leave. Stay safe. And Sid's gonna like usher everybody out the door.
Okay. As you come outside, the rain is starting to let up. It's getting to the point where it's pretty much just drizzling now. Thunder is
Priscilla
distant.
is still in the
moving to
blanket.
Okay.
It was still in the blanket.
So, I think I've messed up my expertises.
Okay.
What does that mean?
So let me know if I did, because our proficiency bonus is +3 right now, right?
Correct.
And the proficiency bonus is doubled. So
Yeah.
for anything that's got expertise is a base of 6,
Yeah.
then it's my modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, because I have a +7 in persuasion and a +6 in insight, and those should be 8 and a 9 respectively.
Okay.
D&D Beyond.
All right. So y'all head outside. Poppy is waiting there. I forget. Did Xanorn's horse get a name?
I told
Gertie.
Xanorn that he had to name his own horse.
Oh, that's right.
I believe the name is Gertie.
That's right. Yeah, you did talk to the horse.
Yes, Gertie.
Okay.
If Hannibal ever dies,
So-
Hurdy and Gertie.
Oh my god, stop. So we're gonna go ahead and find somewhere to camp.
I said the Fae Circle area seemed safe. Nothing there seemed hostile.
We're not doing that.
Maybe we'll wake up Pink.
I appreciate your gusto. We are not doing that.
Let's
Forgot
sleep in
how
the
bossy
barn.
Sid is.
I know. That's Sid's brand. Bossy.
Yeah, bossy bitch.
Oh. My mage armor.
Hey, it works for me.
All right.
Okay,
Head off
so we
and
wanna-
start
Yeah,
start
let's
looking
just,
for a place to camp.
let's just head off in the direction we were going and see if we can find a place.
Okay. All right. Survival checks to see if you can find a good place to camp.
Ugh. 5 minus 1. 4.
Hannibal's supposed the whole time just being like, I think that Fae Circle's a really good idea.
I do. I really want to camp there.
12.
I thought you were gonna say 2, and I was like, you're about to agree with Hannibal.
No, 12.
I
Okay.
got a 6.
Right, Ilvem? It's such a good idea.
No.
19.
All right.
Carry the party.
Yeah, Drusilla's like, oh my god, this way, over here. That you managed to find. You managed to find a pretty sheltered hill with a really good amount of tree overgrowth growing up over it. It basically creates a natural canopy to the point that it pretty much keeps all the water off of you. It's very little rain coming through at this point, and with your tents, it'll be very nice.
Rain is fine.
The ground is actually pretty much the ground underneath it is also like a big slab of flat rock too, so it doesn't like retain any water, so you're not sleeping on mud.
Nice.
I'm gonna start pulling out the bedding and whatnot I stole from the Onyx cat.
Okay.
And then pull out the broken chairs and start mending them back together.
Okay. So you see Hannibal pull out very familiar looking bedding.
Mm-hmm.
Mattresses and
And-
blankets.
Yep, and then also a couple chairs, or like pieces of chairs, and then just like with the legs snapped off, and then just start putting the legs back on and casting a spell, and they just like reattach.
I feel like we
Campsite.
should be having a talk about this, but I'm too tired to do it.
It was Ilvem's idea.
I
That
feel like we should be
might
having
be
a talk
true.
about this, but I'm
I
too
think
tired to
it
do
was
it.
a cooperative idea. Like, hey, this would be a good idea for camping.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
I'll take third.
I'll take last.
I'll watch with somebody.
Zenlorn,
You're gonna
watch.
watch
You
with
and me,
me.
buddy.
All of us are like, yeah, you and me both.
Take a pick.
We can talk about our secret military paths.
Pick your favorite. Whoever you
Uh,
pick is your
I'll-
favorite.
I haven't had a chance to spend any time with you, Sid, so sure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Mhm. Makes sense.
Oh, I see
yeah.
who the favorite is.
You
Just met
bitch.
who's already your favorite.
Yep. Yep.
I
Push
just got
Xehanort-
you a horse.
Pushes Xehanort off a cliff.
You swords. Like swords are better than a horse.
I didn't eat your horse.
Had that horse for all of like 4 hours.
They bought me a horse and then they ate it in front of me.
Very much like I brought you a cookie, but I ate it.
Brought you a horse, but I ate it.
Love it.
Okay, so y'all set up camp. You set up watches and everything. Okay, and so Ilvem, first watch, perception check.
I have super advantage because of Devil's Sight, right?
I'll adjust the DC.
Okay.
I forgot you have Devil's Sight. Thank you for reminding me.
Ooh, natural 19 plus 3, 22.
Wow. Okay, so you can
Nice.
see like it's daylight basically, like right now as you're looking around at night. It's like bright as day for 120 feet, which, thanks to all the trees and undergrowth and everything, is about as far as you can see anyway. So you can. It's like plain as day. Like you can see all the little animals and stuff walking around, and like rabbits hopping back and forth, deer, that kind of thing. You do see at the very, very, very edge of your vision, you do spot what looks like a little fox
Yes.
with something around its neck, but it stays like at the edge of your vision, like 120 feet away.
Eldritch Blast.
No. No.
I had the
No.
range for it.
Nobody needs to know.
No.
Get the necklace back.
You hurt Will. Just so sleep kick your ass.
Sleep, kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your ass.
So I know Hannibal said he was gonna take second watch, but I'm like too excited about seeing Willow. So as soon as my watch is up, I'm gonna go shake Drew.
Okay.
Ah!
What the fuck do you want?
Hey, so if you look right over there, you see it's a little tail moving back and forth. It looks like Willow's sleeping under that bush.
How much dark vision does Drusilla have?
60 feet?
Yeah, you cannot see what Ilvum is pointing at.
Look, it's right
like,
there. What are you talking about?
It's just dark.
What are you talking about?
Willow is right there, Drew.
I don't see him.
Okay, just walk quietly towards that bush.
Is this a trap?
It's not a trap.
I feel like it's a trap. I feel like you're trying to trick me.
It's not a trap. It's not a trick. I genuinely just want you to get that fucking necklace back around your neck.
But what if I don't want it?
Do you want Hannibal to keep getting fucked up by giant cold armors?
So we put it on Hannibal's neck.
No, because they're looking for you. It's not looking for us.
Well,
Yet.
I don't see the problem here.
I am not getting into this conversation without Sid and Hannibal here to back me up. Just go pet your fucking dogs. I'm going to bed.
Fine. And Drew will slowly wait till Ilvum is sleeping first,
Okay.
and then start slowly moving
Willow's gone.
Okay.
towards the bush.
You trying to sneak over, or are you trying to just go very slowly?
I don't want to sneak up on Will, so just go very slowly.
Okay. You can see. You can start to see the outline of the bush just in time to see it just shake slightly as you're approaching.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals
Mm-hmm.
and just call up like, Willow? Willow, is that you?
No response.
Get a little closer.
Okay.
Willow?
No response.
She's just gonna keep doing that, just getting
Okay.
closer and calling out.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get to the bush?
You mentioned you get to the bush.
Look under the bush?
No Willow in the bush. You see footprints moving away from the bush.
Look back at camp,
Mm-hmm.
and she go follow the footprints.
Holy fuck. What if Willow is a trap? By the
Just
Fae.
calling out to Willow.
Okay. Make me an animal handling check.
Nine.
Okay.
We feel like it's mauled by wolves.
You get to the end of what's supposed to be your watch, and you're still you're following the footsteps, Willow, and you're basically circling around the camp. You're going very, very slowly as you're doing this, but you're following Willow's tracks and basically just circling in a wide radius around the camp, and you haven't really made much progress when you get to the end of your watch.
I feel like I overslept.
Fuck the group. I'm gonna try and find Willow.
Okay.
Just fuck it.
Okay. Hannibal and Sid, both of you just roll me a d20.
16.
5.
Okay. Hannibal, you managed to a person wakes up randomly throughout the night.
Mhm.
At some point you wake up and realize that it's looking around, you see Ilvum asleep and realize oh, it's probably your watch.
Oh. Feel like I slept through something, and I get up and I'm just gonna sit there and look around.
Okay.
I also
make me
have 60 feet of dark vision.
okay. Make me a perception check.
Great at those. 11.
All right. Sitting there, having a pretty uneventful watch. Goes by. Drusilla, you're just still circling in a wide radius. Hannibal, you do not notice Drusilla. Eventually, Hannibal, your watch will end.
Okay, I'm gonna wake up Sid.
Okay.
Cool. I will wake up and I will get the guy.
Okay. Oh, right. Watch. Mm-hmm. Okay. Drusilla, you're still circling around camp. It seems like you're making progress. The track's a little fresher. You're gradually getting closer.
I got 10 minutes on this spell.
Yeah,
She's just gonna keep
the 10 minutes is.
calling out Willow.
Yep. All right. Sid and Xanorn, some perception checks as you start your.
Cool.
Start your
I'm
watch.
also gonna take a little bit of my rations
Okay.
and walk about 60 feet away from our watch spot and just kind of sprinkle them on the ground a little bit.
Okay.
Mainly dried meats and things.
Okay.
And I'll walk back and I will sit down and then yeah.
Okay.
So perception.
Mhm.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That is a unnatural 20.
Okay, you don't necessarily, you're having trouble seeing her because like it's dark out to that point, but you can like sense the movement and just like you catch hearing Drusilla's voice calling out for Willow, just slowly circling camp, like maybe a full circle every hour.
I'm gonna call out for Drew. Drew.
Do I hear?
Yeah, so that's specifically directed to you, yeah.
What?
You've been at it for a while. They're not gonna come closer.
No, but I am. I'm coming. I'm getting closer. Okay.
You've been making laps around the camp for like an hour. Like you're going in a circle.
I'm following Willow.
I think you're following your own tracks.
No, I'm not. You don't even know what tracks look like, Sid. I do.
Okay. Sure. And go ahead and keep doing what you're doing.
Fuck my drag.
Drew gets mauled by wolves in the wilderness.
I mean, I'll accept it if it's gonna happen. Like, I am not opposed to that.
T-Rex, you say?
All I'm saying, Drew, is that you don't know everything. And sometimes your actions have consequences that affect more than just you.
Meaning
Yeah, and what if I'm trying to fix that action and you're trying to get me to stop?
Why on earth would I try and get you to stop something that's gonna fix the situation you put us in? Like, really, what do I have to gain from that? Why do you think I would touch that?
I don't know. Why are you doing it?
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you,
Yes, you are.
The truth. You are following your own footsteps, that you should come, sit, relax. I put some food out, and hopefully Willow will come closer. But what you're doing right now is you are literally chasing your own tail.
I don't have a tail.
You know what I mean. You are walking in circles. You are accomplishing nothing. We'll fix this. You'll fix this. All right? But just come relax for a second. Just how you said to me way back when that punching trees isn't going to fix anything, walking in circles isn't going to fix anything either. You'll fix this. It'll be okay. Just for now, come rest, okay? Based on what, y'all told me, Willow's trust with you and with the group has been broken. We gotta rebuild that slowly. It's not gonna happen overnight. So I laid out some food. Okay? Just come relax.
I just don't want you to be mad at me.
I'm not mad.
You seem really mad.
I'm not. I'm really not.
You promise?
Yes. I promise I'm not mad.
No perish.
Okay. Drew a pad back in.
Okay.
Grab the blanket that you stole from the farmer, just fall.
Okay. Get some rest, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just fall.
Xander just watches you go over and just leans over to Sid and just whispers, "This fox thing has been really contentious."
Yeah. Yeah. That It's a lot. There's a lot there.
I'm getting that sense. Getting that sense.
Yeah, just a bit. So, so I know that they picked you up outside or in Pyre,
Kind of. I was hanging out on the road. I was heading south, getting on the road, change of scenery, but I wanted to link up with a caravan or something. Traveling alone isn't exactly the safest, and I didn't have any weapons, or my shoes had a lot of holes in them, and I just figured it'd be better to find some people to travel with, and they happened to be leaving at the same time, so we sort of just kind of joined up together, and I've been hanging out ever since.
Cool. Do you plan on coming with us the rest of the way, or do you have a specific destination in mind?
I don't have a specific destination in mind, no.
Okay, cool. Well, you seem relatively trustworthy, and you've helped keep my siblings safe thus far, so you're welcome to travel with us for as long as you like.
Thanks, thank you.
Is there any particular reason why you wanted a change of scenery, or like what you're about?
Cities are hard places to live when you don't have any money.
I'd imagine so. Any reason why you don't have any money, luck of the draw, or
Yeah, just falling on some hard times.
Can I insight check him
You
for
can.
that? Okay. What's my insight again? That is an 18.
Okay. You can definitely sense that there's obviously a story there that he's not telling, but you can definitely tell there is some truth there to the idea that there's an element of misfortune to his circumstances.
Well, I can certainly understand going through a period of toughness, of just rough times. So, happens to everyone, and hopefully your luck is looking up now.
Yeah, it's certainly improved. I've got some nice fancy swords. I've got a horse. I've got boots with no holes in them. Things are looking up.
Do you have any plans, any goals for the future? Something you want to do?
Not off the top of my head, no.
I might meditate on the idea of that, if I were you. It's all fine and dandy to sort of, drift through life, just taking things as they come. That sort of attitude helps, but at the same time, it's nice to have something to work towards.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess first goal is just getting myself to a place where I can, I guess I get today figured out enough to have time to think about tomorrow, if that makes sense.
It does. It makes sense.
What about you?
About my goals?
Yeah, or all of you. I'm not really sure what y'all are doing exactly.
Nothing super major. I think at this point, little things. There's different things that we each want to accomplish. And just generally speaking, keep each other safe along the way. So.
Makes sense, yeah.
I can't speak for everyone else, but for me in particular, sort of do something good, leave a good impact on the world, help my family, restore the Wayfarer name, kind of thing, and keep these idiots safe.
Yeah, those are all some good goals.
So, Yeah.
You do sit together for a while longer. The last watch, so eventually you can see dawn start approaching as the sky begins to illuminate and the sun comes up over the horizon, and everyone begins to wake up.
Long rest.
Long rest, indeed.
As soon as I wake up, I'm gonna start making my next alchemical elixir, and it's another potion of transformation.
Okay.
And I'm gonna refill the alchemy jug with something else.
What?
Half an ounce of poison.
Ooh.
Mm.
When I wake up, I would like to pull Sid aside to have a private conversation.
And my AC goes back down to 12.
Sid gets done doing his morning yoga and goes and talks to you. Also, it should be noted, Sid is looks-wise leveled up from ratty bandages to an actual binder.
We love that.
I thought you were gonna say Sid leveled up. I'm like, what?
Sid leveled up. Screw all of you. Sid leveled up.
This is unfair discrimination against me personally.
Oh yeah. In the meantime, like while Lindsay wasn't on stream, we did some one-on-one game, and Sid went on like 3 adventures, fought a dragon.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really
Sid
rad.
level 15 right now.
It turns out all of you have been holding him back.
I cast
Well,
fireball.
I don't doubt that. Ouch.
Wake up, cast fireball, leave the group.
Only you can cast fireball.
Soon.
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
I can't
Only You
wait.
didn't multi-class.
Yeah, if I didn't multi-class.
All right, so Sid Milvam.
Yeah. Just like, you're looking good. You're looking good or whatever. Okay, so I had a thought,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to run the thought by you.
Okay.
So Xanorn,
Mm-hmm.
he's pretty chill. He's really nice. He's definitely got some kind of weird secret military training that he is very not willing to talk about. But also he's been like handling our group really well, which I feel like doesn't ever actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
And we're really close to buying this house, but also Drew hates being in the city, so I feel like we'll probably spend a decent amount of time traveling with that house just kind of as a home base. And while we're gone, we'll probably need someone to take care of the house. And I know I wasn't really raised to like handle money, but I do kind of feel like we get paid like a gross amount of money just like doing adventurer things. And what if we just like hired Xanorn on as like house staff?
I definitely think that for the most part he seems very trustworthy and capable. I talked to him a bit last night, and I know that, well, I don't think it's anything super nefarious. He is hiding something.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I also got that vibe the first night we were on watch together.
Yeah. But I don't think that that's anything super nefarious. I didn't get that vibe. I think that it's maybe just something that he's personally ashamed of. But I mean, yeah, if he keeps, doing what he's doing and he doesn't, do anything super messed up, then sure. If he's around by the time that we get the house, I'm down.
Cool. Well, it's good to have you back. And then just like the awkward like shoulder punch to the like shoulder with like the like a shaky kind of like ah.
What are you doing? I thought we moved past this.
I don't know. It's weird. Me and Hannibal are like best friends now. Me and Drew, we like fight, but there's not really much heat behind it anymore. I'm just really in an uncomfortable place in all of these relationships, and I'm not sure what's going on.
I mean, would you like someone to fight with?
I have someone to fight with. I fight with Drew.
Okay.
It's just gone from like a seething hatred of each other to like an accepted banter.
Mm-hmm. Why does that make you uncomfy?
Because I don't know, it's never happened before.
Okay. Well, sometimes uncomfy is good.
That sounds unbelievably fake.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Are you uncomfy around me?
Yes.
Good. And I give him a hug.
Oh.
Oh.
Fireball.
Boosh!
Yeah.
Okay. Let's head out. Are we heading out?
Oh, also, before
What?
we go, if
What?
you hear any rumors about a wizard lighting up noble people on the side of the road,
Was that Hannibal?
it was Hannibal.
Okay.
I thought they were a bandit.
Yeah, as you're coming back into camp.
It's okay. I mean, it's not, but it's okay.
They're fine. They were drunk. They just think they fell into a fire.
I just worry all the time.
No need. I wrangled them while you were gone.
Okay.
I tied Drew up.
Thank you. I heard. Thank you for that.
It was more fun than I thought it would be.
That's concerning. Please don't ever say it again.
Okay. Oh, I made poison.
May I have a
Nice.
sip?
Totally. Let's share it. No, I made poison just in case I have to poison somebody, and I made another potion that does transformation. That you can turn. It basically just functions as the alter self spell.
Hmm.
So, for example, I could drink this potion and grow really long claws and scratch people's eyes out.
Oh, that's cool.
And grow
What
gills,
about
but
gills?
I can breathe water, so it doesn't really do much if I wanted to grow gills. But I mean, you could probably grow gills with it.
Cool.
You could probably grow other things as well.
What about wings? Can you grow wings?
I don't think so. I think there might be some like restrictions with it.
Can you grow more arms?
I don't know. It's a good question. These are experimental elixirs, so yes. Who knows?
Cool.
I could grow 2 faces.
Wait, like 2 heads or like 2 faces on the same head?
Like a face on the front and then a face on the back.
Mm.
Have to wear a turban to cover up the second one. Harass some 11-year-olds.
Hannibal does one of those things.
Yeah, like
So
So you headed out?
yeah, I want to go see if I have parents.
Okay. Let's pack up and leave.
All right, I'm gonna start scooping up the bedding back into the bag of holding, breaking down the chairs again.
Mhm.
I will help.
Yeah, we've got it down to a science at this point, Sid. You should maybe just sit back and watch this time around.
Okay. All right.
Grab the chair by the leg and just slam it on the ground. Science. And then in the bag of holding.
Okay. So I'll break down camp and get everything ready and start heading out for the day.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're traveling along for a little bit. Get on the road. Get on Poppy. This is Sid's first time. Oh yeah, this is Sid's first time with Poppy.
Yes.
So everyone starts like climbing up this little rope ladder that goes up onto the saddle on Poppy's back, except for Xanorn. Xanorn stays on Gertie the horse. And Sid, yeah, you can see everyone just like saddling up and getting ready to travel.
Nice.
This is going to be wunderbar.
Is he gonna walk? Is he gonna try the elephant ride?
I would like to try the elephant ride, please.
Okay, so you climb up everybody else. You can see there's basically one person sits in front. The saddle pretty much goes like all the way across Poppy's back, and it's got things that prop it up, so it's pretty much flat on top. There's like a front section that's pretty much right up behind Poppy's head, so like you can steer, And then the rest of it is just pretty much like a big flat padded leather pad that like as soon as everyone that's not driving gets up there, they just like lay out and just start just like relaxing like a giant couch.
Is it like an Appa situation?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish
It's just an Appa saddle.
I wish I remembered that I had potatoes, carrots, cabbage, dried meat, and salt. I could have made a stew last night.
It's okay, we can make it tonight.
That's right. And maybe catch some fresh game instead of using dried meat.
I got a jet now. Sorry to cut early, but duty calls.
Yeah.
Love you all very much.
Be
Goodbye.
I
safe.
love you.
Okay.
All right. I will. We just get rearranged.
Yep.
All right. While we're getting rearranged, we don't have very much left. I will tell you that you travel along for a little bit. You have like a couple of hours worth of travel. Actually, no. You travel for the rest of the day. These towns keep being spaced in a way that leaves you like pretty much coming into them at evening. Though this time it's not as late as it was. The last town you came into was like after when you normally would have gone to bed, but you pushed through into the night. This one, it's like the sun is starting to set. And as you come into town, or as you're coming into this town, you can actually see there's like an arched sign like over like the road going into the town. No wall around this one. You can see it's probably got like the town name or something on it, but you can see that there's a couple of guys up on ladders propped up on the sign. They're currently hammering up a big cloth sign or a big cloth like banner. There we go. Big cloth banner across the
Please.
what?
I'm getting excited.
Okay. Across the sign, and painted in very large letters, it says annual Nuala Peach Harvest Festival.
Oh, I was hoping it'd be like a fair or something.
Yeah, so it is apparently there. So as you're coming into town, it appears that there is going to be a harvest festival in this town tomorrow. And
Yes.
you can see, looking through, you can see like the town square, the market square set up where there's like stalls and chairs and a stage being set up and like all sorts of stuff that for basically a yearly harvest fair.
And can we assume that's the name of the town?
Nuala, yes.
Nuala? How do you spell that?
Nualwa.
Okay. Town/Peach Harvest Festival. We have to go to that.
We're going to the festival?
I mean, Ilvem.
Because I want to go.
Yeah, I feel like Ilvem, you'd really like to go, right?
We'll find out what Elvin's response is when we come back next week.
Level up.
Not yet.
Oh.
All right, so
Yay.
thank you, chat and audience, for joining us once again for a lovely week. Thank you, Lindsay, for coming back.
Yes.
Lovely to have you
It
again.
was so fun to be back. I missed you all so much.
Hannibal threatened some Fey people. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna remember that.
I was hoping you would.
Literally, like as soon as you did that, it was like the DM remembers.
The DM will remember
I
that.
was
Yeah.
hoping.
All right, and now you got a harvest festival to go to, or a town
Yay.
famed for its peaches.
Yay!
Strawberry cows and
Peach
peaches.
Festival.
Yep.
Yes. Oh my god.
The return of Sidario. Anyways,
Strawberry cows and peaches would be it. Wait, no, the last episode was about.
strawberry was strawberry cow.
Oh yeah. I'll figure out the
Peaches.
episode title.
It's just
Okay.
peaches.
But yeah, thank you, Chad, for joining us.
Yes,
and everything,
indeed.
watching us. We will see you again next. We will see you again next week, right? Yeah.
Correct. I will be here next week. I got my weeks mixed up.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
So we will see you again next week for the Harvest Festival.
Yes.
Until then, have an excellent rest of your week, everybody. We'll see you then.
Good night,
Bye.
everybody. Or whatever, afternoon. Yeehaw!